Alright, so here we have it. We have TSM versus SGT. One of the last few games, the last game before we head into the final matchups of the round robin. Today we will be having TSM picked up 2 new coaches. They got a new roster. They're starting to look to like they're gonna change things around. Here's let's see. Alright, we got both our coaches in here right now. That would be Mitch and Light. How do you guys feel
Don't
about
they
this
kind
roster?
Don't they kind of need their coaches for the draft though?
They already chose the champions. They didn't even ask us who the fuck what to do or anything.
Excellent.
I told them who to ban, but they didn't want to listen. So I guess it's fun being a coach. All I'm gonna say.
Why didn't they ban Blitzcrank?
I told them to.
Did they first pick it?
I don't know. I didn't get to see pro draft.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see in these picks and bans. Kind of unfortunate that they're more scared of the Vayne than the one-trick Blitzcrank, but we'll see what happens here. They banned out Darius, Katarina, and Ramus. I don't know why they banned out Ramus, but
Definitely looks like they're targeting Direwolf here with that Darius ban.
yeah, definitely 2 bans, both sides really good bans. The Echo, the Master Yi, as well as the Darius and the Katarina. Those are aimed at the quote-unquote one-tricks in the league.
Yeah. The
And-
Ramus ban.
How you doing, Sunshine?
Dr. Pepper.
I'm doing good. How are you, Mitch?
I am doing great, and what a lovely night this is for a game of League of Legends PC edition. And he locks in the Zed. Now, I don't know about that call, seeing as the Hecarim is going to just totally annihilate him anytime he tries to enter this team fight. But we'll just have to see how it plays out. Maybe he can get some roams and a nice flank off, and maybe pull off some plays here.
I know Guilty Spark does main mid lane too, but he's playing top for SGT, and he is going to pick Akali. Do you think playing these mages top will suit the team better since he's a mid lane main, or do you think it's going to hurt them in the late game when they don't have a front lane tank?
I'm honestly going to say with the team that they are drafting on the left-hand side, I think it is going to hurt them late game. They are really snowbally here, but they lock in the Kaisa, who is a late-game scaler. She might be their win con, but if that Kha'Zix and that Zed don't get snowballing, I think they're going to be in for a real rough time. Because
Oh, we do
blue
see
side has
Direwolf's pocket pick
Hecarim
coming
and
out.
the Garen.
Little known fact about Direwolf, he used to be a Garen one-trick back in the day, so it's interesting to see him locking in his old one-trick. I feel like that's going to be huge.
Right, Slavanaka, I tell you what.
I feel like that's going to be huge in the top lane, mainly because Garen's going to run up, Q the Akali before she can drop her Shroud. He's just going to get that full damage combo off before she can even back away.
Well,
to
you also
safety.
got to think that if she drops the Shroud, he can just press E, and he's just going to spin around and cut her into shreds.
Yeah, so it does look like this is going to be a favored matchup in the top lane.
No doubt about it.
What are your predictions for mid? Two
Oh,
best mid laners in
Depends
the
on the
league.
Syndra's ability to react to Zed's ult, because if she can get him with that stun when he goes in for the death mark, she's just going to press that aw button and outplay him.
I'm really
The bot lane,
excited.
I'm favoring the red side in the bot lane. If Nautilus can find anything, this Draven is just going to be right down in the dirt.
Now, it does look like, I don't know who Darkness mains. I know Dr. Pepper likes to play tankier jungles, so as it does look like TSM, they're all on their best champions. And I think that's what they have to do. Going into, SGT, undefeated 5-0, first place team in the league. I think that's what teams have to do. You gotta play your best into them. Like, you can't hold back. You gotta go all out game 1. And I'm glad that TSM's not afraid to do this. And was that with, you guys being the coaches, did you guys tell your team just play your best champs and just go out there and, did you guys have any
As
impact?
the coaches of Team TSM, we want to get a feel for how our players play their champions, so we told them to all go with comfort picks this week. We think it's going to shape out. It's week 1, and we have a long time to work on champs and comps.
Very interesting pick, though, in the mid lane from Darkness. Darkness actually does not even have Syndra in his top champions. He's a Katarina one-trick by the looks of it, and he does play some Yasuo. Very interesting, picking into Zed's Echo. Echo Zed. Yeah, we're going to see how that plays out. Definitely, probably leaning towards Echo in
One
this
We'll see
matchup.
it play out in a minute and 30 seconds because we don't have live spectators. It's bullshit.
one thing I do want to bring up is I think that the red side, SGT was a little troll with the Yumi ban. If they wanted to play Nautilus, I don't think you need to ban away Yumi, as Nautilus is just such a hard counter into the Yumi. I think they would have been better off banning something, a comfort pick away from. I didn't get to see pro draft, so I don't know how early the draft of that Nautilus. But
What's surprising to me is that he picked the Draven fairly early, and Nautilus had the option to go into the Braum, who pairs very well with Kai'Sa, and stops Draven completely. But we'll see if this comfort pick pays off for him.
yeah, I know RoboCop, he's a huge Blitzcrank one-trick, so I feel like he's just trying to stay within his element of playing a hook champion, but I do agree the Braum pick would have been insanely strong. You could block that Draven out, you could stop Syndra from nuking one of your backline champions. There's so much potential that Braum could have had that Nautilus won't possess in this game.
Well, Sunshine, I guess you could just say he's a hooker, and we'll just have to see if it pays off for him.
Now, I will say though, Sergeant T1 does have a very good team for diving in and just like initiating hard. If Nautilus can land a hook and throw that ult onto the Draven, Zed can go in, Akali can go in, Alpha Mu can come in with the flank on Kha'Zix and just annihilate the backline. And like in under a second, they can just completely explode that Draven and Syndra.
Oh, no doubt about it. The only problem with that is if we're talking 5v5 here, they have got to watch out for that Hecarim ult. If these assassins dive in on a Draven and eat a Hecarim ult, they are all toast.
They will 100% be dead. Hecarim is definitely the team fight win condition here. If he can play it right, he can just completely just put his team in a position to just win. And
He went
now,
fleet footwork on a Draven. Oh, God.
Alright, so we do see the runes now. Draven going fleet footwork. Super
interesting team.
defensive. I wouldn't you don't want to
Very
play
interesting
defensive on
team.
Draven. You're locking in that Draven to be an alpha male in lane. Light, I know you're a huge Draven player. What do you think of fleet footwork? Do you think it could work, or do you think it's just troll? With sorcery secondary.
That's I don't know where he got that from. 100% troll. Didn't get that from me.
So, Akali to Conqueror. I don't know if that's meta on Akali. I don't really touch her.
I was gonna commentate on that. What's up with the AD Akali Conqueror?
I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to check Conqueror.
So Conquer, we do have an Akali main on my team, and apparently Conquer is a rune you do run when you want a bit more survivability in team fights, and you know you're probably not going to get a real big pop off onto the enemy laner,
Yeah, I don't think it'd be
which
bad against the
that
tank.
makes
Top lane.
sense. Yeah,
All right, and we are
It is
down
actually-
on the Rift. Do we all individually have our own camera, or are we sharing one?
Oh, wait, no, I'm turning mine off.
Wait.
I completely forgot.
I'm just gonna let the direct camera do its thing.
Oh, yeah, that's what
Tell
we're
us.
doing.
The what?
The direct camera, just let it play around, because it'll move it around for all of us.
Oh, you mean just press space and let it run?
Yep.
Alright. That works.
So on the blue side today, we do have TSM, Team Snowflakes Matter, and on that red side, you got SGT1, Sergeant 1, and we are looking for a great game today. Both of them, no one's looking for an invade, no one's looking for anything too cheesy. They both look like to play a clean game and play this one out.
Now, what I do like seeing is how Kha'Zix is posturing that river over there, checking to see if he can find a Garen. But Garen, at the same time, is playing very defensive, posturing the blue, as if he's expecting the Kha'Zix invade.
I do like seeing this Draven positioning very safe now, not wanting to get picked up by the enemy team, playing real back there, and
The
we're
red
just gonna go ahead
team,
and see.
STD definitely wins the 1v1 if we go 5v5 invade.
Yeah,
Definitely.
playing really safe. You know, he just doesn't want to get caught out right now.
Yeah, he's playing back in Fountain. Interesting choice, very safe though.
Oh.
Definitely not getting caught out there. We'll just go ahead and see what happens. Minions are hitting mid lane now.
Hey.
Pause
Very
again.
Where's the
interesting.
pause?
There's no pause coming through yet. Both teams have the option to pause. Let me go tell them they can't pause. Hey, monkeys, use good pause.
What?
Alright, I joined their calling side monkeys. You know, you could pause. Trolling!
I want an
That
ad.
Draven's gonna be behind in a lane he needs to be ahead. Kaisa Nautilus being ahead of a Karma Draven will be deadly. Karma nor Draven could really step up if this Nautilus could lock one of them down. Kaisa does have a huge burst potential. And
Very interesting. No pause coming out of TSM, considering they did probably know he was AFK at the moment.
it does look like Draven's bringing up the no pause.
I'm waiting for the what the fuck team.
I would be too. I'd be like, team, you want to lose?
I want an asterisk by this loss. I want an asterisk.
And you
Where's
do
Crown
know.
Break?
Maybe it was planned. Maybe Emily said, "Don't pause. I want the solo XP." And then Dr. Pepper's being invaded. He might go down.
He does not have flash. He has ghost, and he is going to go down.
He's gonna smite, and he's gonna try fighting the blue buff still while
Could've
Kyle's coming.
Could have just ran away, but he decided to fight.
And he trolls himself in
Really
the jungle.
interesting decision there. Definitely not trying to fight an Akali at level 2 on Hecarim.
He could have
Especially
just
that week.
What I want to know is clearly Garen did not tell his jungler that he was missing either.
Very
No.
interesting too. It's not like that was a quick burst fight. Akali and him were fighting for a bit
And
before.
now Akali has
the
double
kill.
buffs, and Garen cannot poke her out of this lane anymore.
Interesting that neither mid nor top rotated to help their jungle in that situation, nor even attempted to.
It does look like Darkness is getting ganked. Alpha Mo looking for something, kind of waiting for a good time to go in. On that Kha'Zix, he looks like he's just gonna get deep ward down and decide to go take the scuttle.
Mastery flash onto Scuttle. Very BM. Not sure how Scuttle's gonna play into that, but we'll go ahead
that
and see.
scuttle crab.
Garen and Akali making a small trade in the top lane. Garen getting off that E. Oh, Syndra taking some big damage mid lane.
And the Zed goes in. Oh, Syndra trading back.
There is a gank coming top. That Kha'Zix is seen by the Garen. He's gonna go in for one more
Akali
auto
drops the
attack
shot,
before
gets the
he's
Q
gonna
off.
run away.
His
Flash in
flash
the master,
should
but
get him
you're
out
just
of
gonna
this.
And I
flash
don't
too.
know if he's gonna
Oh,
get away.
but
Akali,
then-
the Kha'Zix will lock that kill down onto Dire Wolf.
Very big though. That kill going to the Kha'Zix. A very big snowball champion. Good to get ahead early because he can take that and influence the rest of the map more easily than Akali would be able to, being a top laner. So we're just gonna see what Kha'Zix can go ahead and do with that kill.
Oh, the pictures are in the order of the draft. Okay. I was wondering why they weren't matching up.
You can fix them if you hit tab and just move the team
Oh,
around on the
it's okay.
scoreboard.
Just like okay, that works. All right, I didn't. Yeah, I was trying to trade them on my screen and it wasn't working.
Hecarim currently invading Kha'Zix's Gromp here.
Well, let's see if it pays off for him. Kha'Zix is doing his Krugs on the top side. So, oh, here comes the Nautilus. Misses the hook. Oh, Kaisa? Kaisa?
Kaisa currently inting here, trying to fight the Draven without her support. Was that a flash on? It does look like he had to pop the
Draven
flash here.
healed. Nautilus, no
Yep,
sub.
Draven kept flash.
Guys are pinged his flash
Draven
though.
kept flash.
Yeah, Draven didn't flash.
Yeah, it looks like it was actually the Nautilus that flashed there. Very interesting considering his ADC was really low and in no position to make that fight happen.
If he had pressed the attack there, he would have won that trade a lot harder.
Oh, but I think Zed's about to hit 6 and go all in on the Syndra. Now, if the Syndra is smart, boys and girls, she will rush the Zonia's Hourglass first. Because it completely and utterly cucks the Zed.
It's a lot better to rush arm guard and then go lost trap.
Kha'Zix is looking for a gank in the bot lane at the moment. Kaisa's gonna get some ward down.
Yeah, and the blue side bot lane has no ward on this. They have no vision. They are blind.
Kha'Zix playing safe.
Draven has
knows
two
the
vision
amount
wards
Kha'Zix
up,
gonna go
but
in the bot lane.
I don't
He's
think it's gonna be
pop
enough.
that.
Emily's gonna get melted. Emily's gonna live 1 HP, but the Draven's gonna
Oh,
get
the hook
caught.
on the Draven,
the
the
Draven,
root.
can he trade? Can he trade? No, I don't think he can.
Emily
he does.
picks up the kill with Ignite.
The 2v3 outplay from TSM, and that, you hate to see it. Oh,
Looks like
Oh,
Zed
we gotta die mid lane. Draven's gonna.
oh, and he gets out cleanly. Zed making up for the lost kill in the bot lane with the 1v2 outplay.
2 outplays here. The jungles are not
That
having a
was
fun time
out
this
of the
game.
net by the Hecarim.
Now here's what we need to notice, guys. As long as Draven doesn't die and keeps those stack up, he is always going to be a threat. Because if he cashes in, he's going to be so far ahead of this guys. Actually, I need to check farm before I say
He's
that.
down
Oh,
15
never mind.
CS, so it looks
Yeah,
like.
never mind. I didn't look at CS. I forgot we could do that.
Now, this Draven hasn't dropped a single ward all game. Do you think he's taking an E-Cap girl approach in this game where he's told his team, fuck yous, I'm no longer warding?
What I think is the problem, Sunshine, is that he's the Marine sniper, and he's playing a low-ranged ADC. I think if he was on a Caitlyn, he'd be playing better.
That does seem like it is a problem in this matchup. Alphamu once again dropping his emote onto Wolves, letting them know you did not stand a chance and you just got outplayed. Very
Are you guys on
move.
bot lane right now? I think my auto game is but now on top lane again. Alright, cool. And the problem with the top lane matchup is even though Akali is winning, Garen's going to out snowball this lane.
She's going for the all in.
Akali ults.
Oh!
She missed the
Akali's gonna
She
go for the arch. She's gonna get the second
Kill
one.
her! What are you doing? Just Q ult her, you eject!
Come on, man. That's your team.
Oh, my team's fucking inting.
He's gonna have a long talk after this game.
This is what yeah, we are. This is what happens when you show up late to practice. Jesus.
Hey, Mitch,
No food or water.
start taking notes. Start taking notes of what your team's doing wrong. You need to coach them up.
Yeah, we do need to see. I'm trying to see like, what they're doing wrong.
Hey,
Our
well,
coach
that's
lets
not
this happen
mechanics.
anytime we fuck up.
Oh, the Draven goes in,
Oh,
but he's
the
not able to
flash.
get the Kaiser through the flash,
We need-
and he is gonna be alone.
Where's the Karma at? Karma just leaving him for the dust, letting him 1v3. Where was she going? She didn't even go ward.
Very interesting move by
Yeah,
the
this
support
is
there.
definitely. Hey, we're allowed to talk to our players, right? We can tell them FF at 15. All right.
Leave that up to them if they want to.
Those very interesting players.
Echo dropping a fat wave down onto
Yeah, no, I
Karma-
tried to
down
type in
onto
chat. They
Syndra's
can't
turret.
see it. They can't see the FF 15 call.
Very unfortunate.
I mean, he almost 1v2 outplayed the Kaisen Nautilus, but Karma abandoned him. That's great. I love having a 12-year-old
Looks like
girl.
we're gonna see something here from Garen.
No flame visual.
The problem here for Garen is the fact that anytime he tries to make any kind of trade or extended trade happen, Akali just dips back. And
I mean, the bot lane's over, mid lane's over, top lane has a small chance, jungle's over. Unless STG just completely throw this game, it's over.
We do see some team play.
We're
TSM.
almost at a 3K deficit at 10 minutes.
oh, we do see the dive coming on to the Syndra from Zed.
Oh!
Syndra flashes in, they
Does
trade the
trade
kill.
kills.
Trade kills.
And we are seeing Kha'Zix go for the Mountain Drake here, 10 minutes into the game.
I want to bring up, she is not going into the Armed Guard Seeker. She's not building any armor. 33 CS and a kill behind. And she's building really greedy. She's going straight to the Lutings.
She's going for a Ludens here, and Kha'Zix is going to get
We
that
got a
dragon
top-
for
We gotta
free.
fight in the top lane.
Garen could kill him.
Oh, the Q.
Garen has his ultimate
Garen
up.
uses his ult. I mean, she's
Garen needs to
almost
flash
in
Q in.
range.
Garen needs to flash Q in and she
Very interesting. Garen does have his Q and his E up. Very interesting. Not
And
to
he's just gonna be scared. Oh my god, stop letting her poke you. Just go
Going back to
in.
the top lane. Kali
just
does
needs to
have
W.
ult and Shroud up.
Well, she.
Her shroud doesn't stop his ult.
Garen does have his Q. Very interesting. Garen is letting this happen under his tower.
See, she took a turret shot. You flash on that.
Now, I don't want to say this is the typical Garen maining solo queue sitting under tower all game.
It's hurting moments. Oh
But
my
it looks
God.
like. And he's
Oh,
done letting
finally.
Akali bully him. He finally decides to turn his brain on and shit on her for trying to dive him.
Yeah, we were playing a game
Oh, we are seeing
yesterday,
something down
Sunshine,
to
where
the
Tyler was like 25 and 4 on Jin, and they had to fed Akali. And like, he just kept killing her because she dove him over and over, and he was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Some people forget that College W does not hide her
Not
in the.
turrets anymore. Look at this though. Draven actually catching up in CS. From 15 down to about a 3 CS lead.
Now this Draven is definitely putting in the work here against the bot lane.
Cinder misses the stun. Oh, we got a bot in the.
Oh,
we got
There's
a
like-
bot too.
Pop off. Draven pops a heal. He backs up.
There's just
So
a
we
lot
did
of fights
have
going across
both
the-
Ignite and Flash.
Oh, but Kha'Zix's taking a Rift Herald.
Monolith.
A lot of fights, no one dies, as a lot of
Kha'Zix
people get chunked
definitely.
slow.
Kha'Zix's definitely winning in objective control.
Again, this Hecarim
But Draven
needs
has
to
life
needs
steal,
to
and
needs to
Tyson
start
doesn't,
warning these
so
objectives.
He's gonna be able to push her out of this lane. Oh, Akali going for another roam.
Draven,
Kai'Sa getting so
again!
solo.
Needs to get
If
away
he
from
had
the
pressed
drop.
the attack, would have cleaned up the kill.
Sometimes just got yourself. What are you doing with fleet? Is it really worth it?
Maybe his computer
Kali
lagged
looking
out
for
the first
something here.
time when
Looks
he
like
was
he's just
trying
gonna
to
take the blast
do
cone.
his runes.
Kha'Zix also back in here.
I believe that bot lane should be able to cash in on a turret plate here. And yes, they do get the turret. Oh, Nala's going back in. And it's just a little bit of poke.
Very interesting seeing the 0 vision score from the Syndra here.
Yeah, tell me about it.
13 minutes into the game, not a single ward dropped nor cleared. Oh, Nautilus is gonna catch out. And that's gonna be a free kill.
I guess she was looking
Not
at
sure
the top,
what the
otherwise
support was
she
doing there.
She
Flying
did have
Harsher
flash.
definitely
Akali
back.
going in.
Another
Oh, we do
greedy
see Kha'Zix.
base. Taken. Oh. She says in all chat she was AFK, but you can't take those greedy bases if you're not going to be watching your stream.
Very true. Kha'Zix's gonna clear out the control ward here in the bot lane tri-bush. Does go for the outplay onto Scuttle again in the bot river. Flashing that mastery. Scuttle didn't stand a chance.
I just want to point out that she only has 350 gold on her support item in 14 minutes in the
Hecarim
game.
going in 1v2.
Does look like he's gonna back off. You do see Kha'Zix moving down to the bot side jungle. Looking to cheese Hecarim.
Oh, and
Doesn't
he will.
see him.
Wait,
Definitely
Hecarim
see
has
him
ult
now.
though. Hecarim has ult though. Hecarim might be able to get
A lot of
rid of
damage coming out from the
You're not
Kha'Zix, and it
surprised.
does look like Kha'Zix is gonna take this Hecarim ult. And Kha'Zix does
Why would you
clean this
not
one
just
out.
go over the wall?
Because
Oh,
Kha'Zix did have V to follow up.
there's work to be. Let's trade teams. Tyler invited me today. Who wants to trade? Jesus.
Does look like Kha'Zix is looking for a diver. They have the
Oh,
Zed.
but
Garen-
But Garen.
Pop in the eye.
She has to flash away.
Now,
Rift Herald is
Draven did
coming
have
out.
stand aside up. He could have just CC'd the Kha'Zix and he would have lost the Rift Herald.
Syndra's
Oh,
here
Cinder
too.
missing the stun.
Some really interesting stuns coming out here.
Does not look like they're gonna get anything out of that Rift Herald
Draven
besides.
walking up a little bit far. Zed, we have 4 men in the bot lane versus 3.
Can see a dive coming in here. They don't have Hecarim yet. He's too far away to help if they do go for a dive.
Kali TPing back to the
Kha'Zix
top.
going over the
Kha'Zix
wall.
jumping in on the Karma. If she
Draven
literally
walking
just
up.
threw a Q back or W'd him, they might have had a kill. Now the Q comes out.
Kha'Zix does not have ult.
Now we are seeing this Mountain Drake come up just now.
And I think we're almost to a point, boys, where Akali is going to have to play perfectly to outdo this Garen in the top lane. He just can win these trades against her now.
It looks like he's looking for a kill. Oh, and she gets the Shroud off just in time before he could drop the Judgment Call and finish her off.
He might
Now
get this
Garen
tower.
can
but
go either
she's,
way
she's
here.
going to miss so much wave here when she has the back. Her TP is down. She just used it to get back to lane. Oh, is she opting to stay?
It looks
Garen
like
almost
Hecarim's
has flash.
caught.
She has flashback up in about 10 seconds. If he flash Q ults her, she is dead under this tower. And I think Garen knows it.
And he
See?
does exactly
There
that,
it
not even
is,
having
the
to burn
Garen
flash.
with the flash. Not even needing his flash. Just the Q ult under tower. Just Garen things.
Very interesting move by Kali, not respecting the
Oh,
Q.
Syndra?
Garen.
Oh, she gets the ult
That
off.
is going to be
but
the first
Zed's gonna
turn.
live.
Hecarim is looking for this dragon. Watch the smite. And it does look like
Red
Apple
team secures it.
Why is
And
he
he
fighting
gets
this
Fighting
Hecarim?
Kha'Zix. Instead of ulting away. I don't think he has ult.
And it does look like Kha'Zix is
Alright,
going to get the drag
so,
and the kill on a Hecarim.
At
here.
what point will Hecarim realize he can't 1v1 Kha'Zix?
I fucking hope so.
Because that's the third time he tried to do it, and the outcome did not change.
Plenty of
Well,
time.
you know, you got to look at the coaching staff here. I think we're going to have to go to some easier junglers like Sejuani.
Hecarim is one of the easy junglers, though.
No, apparently not. We're gonna go back to Sejuani and Warwick. Alright, Nautilus posturing in this bot bush, looking for the hook. Kha'Zix is here. Oh, Kha'Zix goes in.
Oh, that was a good
Kha'Zix
play.
Oh,
chunking
Draven takes
Emily.
forward. And Draven's dead under tower.
Emily gonna be forced to run away if she's gonna just stay under tower and
Emily,
kind
do not
of.
stay under tower. Not stay under
Get
tower.
low.
Choosing to
Please
stay.
leave.
No longer has a
Hecarim
way
is here
out.
with
They're
ult.
just gonna
Hecarim is
walk
here
up
with
and take that easy kill. Oh, we do have Hecarim here. Knocks him under tower. Hecarim does have ult, but can he
He
get it
needs
off?
to ult. He needs to ult now. Oh.
Very
And
interesting choice from
Hecarim
there to focus
saving the
Nautilus.
ult for Worlds.
I don't know what he was saving ult for.
For Worlds.
Was focusing the Nautilus there too, even though Kha'Zix was under his tower. Very interesting move by Hecarim there.
He does not have ult. She is.
Indra coming down here and Anthony, but I do believe she picks up the kill there onto the Kai'Sa.
I don't think it was worth it at all.
No.
Maybe if the Kai'Sa was worth some shutdown gold, yeah, but you're just giving up bot lane. Like you're just giving up full priority. That wave mid. Oh, it's gonna be pushing towards her. Maybe it could be. No, I don't think she's gonna
we are
respond in
seeing
time.
the
She's gonna
dive on-
lose like 3 waves for it.
Akali does need to be careful for the Q flash. Oh, he very smart.
Oh, and he gets
Waiting
her
for the shot to
again.
go down so that he can have that easy flash Q onto her. Did he even flash? He did not even flash.
That does have ult
We
here.
do see Echo here on Zed.
Oh,
It does
this
look
is
like he
everything.
wants this fight against Garen, knowing his ult's down. Garen
And he's
chunking him.
Yeah, what is he doing?
See the
Garen
mark
with
shot?
Q.
Holy
Garen
shit!
double
This
kill!
Garen is a fucking monster and might be the fucking 1v9 player that they need today.
Again, Direwolf used to be a Garen one trick, so he is no stranger to this champion. Definitely going to be the win condition.
And the
everyone
last
else
spam
in
at
the
Kai'Sa. He's
He
being a
needs
little
to get
greedy
out
here.
there.
They're collapsing on him. He should know. Oh,
Oh, he cues the Kha'Zix.
Holy
Away with
shit!
that nasty
let's see if he can take one with him. Nope. And all the ults come in, but he
Holy shit! 1K shutdown! Kha'Zix literally ended!
Woo!
Kha'Zix into 900 gold over to an already building up fed
Now
Garen.
see, here's the thing, boys. With them, if they're not able to match Garen with 2 people, the rest of the map is gonna fall into TSM control. Like, look, they're securing
They
bot
are
lane, they're
getting
securing
bot
mid lane. As long as they can keep Baron warded and not have to team fight them, I think they have this. Actually, in a team fight, I think Garen just kills everybody.
Now I want to bring up that a lot of things I've been hearing about Direwolf is he's such a solo queue player. He's not a great team player. At this point, it doesn't matter what the fuck he's doing. You guys just hope he fucking carries.
Draven misses B. Hecarim goes into the Akali.
You see the Akali aim straight into the entire team. Not sure what the Akali was doing.
Syndra gets solo killed by Zed again.
Now you gotta think, where the fuck is the Zonias?
Dome cunt, build a Zonia.
It looks like
it's not-
Kha'Zix wants to fight these 3 next, and the same fate will go to him, the same that went to Akali, except for he's gonna
do
get
see
away.
the bot
Garen-
lane
Garen
fighting
won the top
Garen
lane.
here.
Garen 1v2. I don't
He's-
think he wins this. They have so many stuns.
Garen
They
does have
so many
ult.
stuns. He's got B,
Garen
he's got
does
B,
have
he's
ult,
got
the
B,
ult
he's
is
got
really
B.
This fucking Garen wants to win!
Can he fight the Nautilus? Can he fight? I don't think he can, but he's gonna get out safely.
This Garen building up so much.
What do you think's the win condition for SGT? We talked about this, the Garen being the win condition for the TSM, but if they just can't 2v1 the Garen, they're gonna have to like.
So, the win condition here is to punish the Garen for his solo queue playstyle by playing away from him. Send someone tanky like Nautilus to deal with him, and take out the
You
rest
have
of
to
the
also remember
rest of
this,
the-
though. Think about this. If he's just fighting a Nautilus under tower, all he has to do is just keep queuing the tower. Nautilus can't kill this Garen.
Then again, though, the rest of TSM is nowhere near as fed as Garen. If they can take out the
Oh,
rest of
and
TSM like they're
again.
doing now,
Because
If
she
they can
doesn't
do
have
this-
Zonias.
She has a
keep
2
Garen
force
away from the
moves
team
hitting
fight.
forwards.
That is the win condition. Keep Garen away from the
All right,
team
Tyler,
fight.
that's how I feel playing with you every game.
Okay, but
Hey, Tyler's better. Last game I played with Tyler, bro, he had a 7 ward score. Thank you. Oh, and Akali team being into the Garen once again. Garen with the Garen with the ult. The ult. No, he doesn't even need the ult.
Wait,
Just-
they're not even gonna back! He's gonna get the Zenith Tower! Holy shit! This Garen literally
But you have to
1v9 mining.
You have to think STV has 3 Mountain Drakes. If they attempt a Baron, they are going to absolutely shred it. But if Garen shows up in this Baron pit, he's just gonna murder all of them.
Kha'Zix can't hold against the Garen by himself.
Kha'Zix trying to
They are sending 3. They're gonna look like it's gonna be a 3v1. Can they 3v1 this Garen? He has Sterox up. Can they 3v1 him? He has RN Flash. He could go straight for Kaisa.
He gets the tower. No, I think the Garen is just... Wait, the Sterox? The Sterox? Can he ult? Can he ult? No, he's out of the ult range, and I think they're just going to kite out the Garen. He needs to turn back on the Kaisa, but no.
He ult trade and a 1-for-4 and take a fucking tower.
What is this Garen? What is he? He is on steroids. Call Demacia. Come get your boy.
Now, I don't know
Meanwhile, the bot lane is just farming up. Kaisa is gonna start to fall behind this Draven if she keeps losing farm trying to deal with the Garen.
I don't know what they're feeding this Garen in Demacia, but whatever they're feeding him, he's a one big boy.
Lux has been paying special attention to her little brother because he is a monster.
Now, for as big as he is, they're still down 400 gold. So that's just an idea of like...
But you have to think, Sunshine. At 10 minutes, they were down almost 4K, and they've caught it up to a 200 gold lead.
Now, I do want to
really
say,
anyone's game here.
This Garen...
In a team fight, I don't think that STG can win.
This Garen has 2k more gold than anyone else in the game, up to like 8k more gold than his own support.
Because you got to think, Garen is not going to fall off in tank, but these assassins will fall off versus him. They will not be able to fight him.
And they do have 3 assassins, so that Kaisa's the only one that can deal with him.
Kaisa is the only one that can deal with Garen. But the question is, in a team fight, while they're all focusing Garen, Draven and Syndra are just going to focus Kaisa.
They are really behind, though.
Oh, they are. They are.
They are
Well,
4-manning
Draven's starting to
Garen.
catch up.
If he falls down, this could be a free Baron.
Yeah, but they are spotted on vision. Maybe Garen will see this and he'll start to back up. He is starting to run away. He knows that they are coming. He knows something is up.
Kaisa
but
needs to
Kaisa's
back up
going
here.
a
She
little-
cannot
Kaisa's
engage on
alone.
this alone.
Right now. Oh, but there's the Nautilus. He's attempting to run away. Oh, his
Now-
laners are actually rotating up. No, they changed their mind to turn around. In the bot lane, you have Zed versus Hecarim in the 1v1. Garen's still posing a threat to 3 people. Kali in the mid lane. Will she get caught out? Who knows? Who knows?
No.
Nope. It looks like everyone is paying heavy respect to each other.
They're looking for the Baron, maybe.
Sneaking a Baron here is a very, very risky play.
You get big boy Garen to come up and see that. People aren't going to live to tell the story.
Oh,
But it
the
looks
mid
like
lane-
they're going to engage mid. They're going to have 4 people mid. They do see them on that one
Yeah,
ward.
it does look like they're gonna
Actually,
collapse.
if they can kite this
Now
way,
this is
if
the
they
wicked
can
condition I
kite-
talked
if they can
about.
kite the
They got the
Dragon
team
Pit, all
without
they have to do is kite the Dragon Pit.
and they can.
Oh my god! Kaisa bursted! They get the Kha'Zix! They're going to keep going! Garen's here!
Get him, Draven! Get him!
Go for Baron! Take it in him! Do something!
And he gets the kill! Push it in! Push it in!
Wait,
Get Baron,
Garen!
get him.
Zed is taking in hit bot!
Zed trying to base race 5 people.
They could get
They're going back to
they
the
could get
bot
2
lane.
inhibs. They could get 2
Zed.
inhibs there.
That was an amazing ult from the Hecarim, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Zed's probably going to trade one him back, though. Very good call. Oh,
It does look like Zed is just gonna run away.
The Zed's not gonna get it. They may be able to get 2
They are
inhibs.
gonna trade 2 inhibs for nothing.
Emily
here.
going for the other inhib, starting it up for her team.
They are
Garen's
pinging
coming
it.
up. And it looks like they don't want it. They're just gonna take what they could and walk away.
Everyone is respawning. Everyone is respawning. And all ults
They
are
gotta
down.
back up here.
Now I think that's a really great play. They didn't
We've gotta think
overextend.
now. They probably can't take Baron here, but they can definitely get some vision control around this Baron. Actually, well, please.
And you do see that Inferno coming up in 30 seconds. 35, excuse
Now
me.
you have to think, if they go for them at the same time, you know, what do you want on
Now
whose
I do want to
side?
talk about the vision. It looks like top side of the map, like the top part, like
Oh, this
the top
map
portion,
belongs to SSG.
the top quadrant, that all wards by
They're going to the
SGT, and it's just TSM
I think
has
they're
0
gonna go for
fucking
it.
wards.
They're gonna trade the Infernal
Wait,
Drake for
what
Baron.
the fuck are they doing? Why don't they have pressure Baron? They're gonna start
No,
it
They
up.
they-
have to
gonna
know
wait
this
for
is
Baron.
happening.
Right now. They don't have any vision on it. They do not know
What
this
the
Baron's
fuck
going on.
is TSM doing?
3 Mountain Drakes. They're easily
How?
gonna burst that down.
They
Now the
take
question
the
is,
lead
can
and
they-
just give it
can
away
they
for
even-
free.
Can they even burn down? Can they even? Oh, yeah, they should have this internal thing.
Is that even worth it?
Relative,
That
we'll
is
have
not
to see
worth
in the
it.
next 3 minutes.
Not
If
at
they
all.
can turtle, then it is definitely worth it because you got to think about it. This scary Garen and this Draven with an Infernal Drake is going to be even worse. They're definitely not going to be able to use that Baron to push mid. Now, Zed split pushing with the Baron is a very scary and very real thing. Bot lane's already pushed in, so I mean, really, the most you're going to lose there is an inhib. They have to get to the top lane to stop this Zed. Why are they not going to the top lane to stop the Zed? Actually, Garen's running for him. Garen's running for him. Zed probably going to be able to run away. Oh, but he gets caught out with the Hecarim. He gets caught out with the Hecarim. Hecarim ults. Zed gets caught out. Zed is dead. They did use it. They did expend quite a few ults on him. Kha'Zix can't find anything in the mid lane. But he's got his...
450 gold.
Raven walking a little far forward.
Wait, if Draven gets CC'd here, now he's
Nautilus
gonna walk
looking
away.
for the engager.
Akali pushing
Probably
bot
left
on a solo
two
mission.
devices in the bot lane though.
They're gonna have to go back to save that in him.
Not sure if Akali should be bot right now. Definitely don't want to get caught out here, especially with the Garen. Garen's actually on top side of the map, excuse me. Does look like Garen's going to be
Garen
split pushing
really
top,
needs to join his team. Garen
even
really
with the Baron buff up.
team fights.
Kha'Zix is looking for this Garen. Do not think this is a smart move. Kha'Zix should definitely run here.
Oh, let's see.
Not
Which
sure
one going?
why
Garen is
Kha'Zix-
isolated. I have to remind you, the Garen is isolated up, but it looks like Kha'Zix is going to run away.
Now
He
this
understands.
Kaisa doesn't have anything to shred the Garen other than a Ginshu's. She is building on hit attack speed. And if he picks up a Thornmail, she's gonna pay for that.
Oh yeah, if this Garen picks up a Thornmail, this Kaisa will be
Now,
destroyed.
look at the map. The red team is collapsing on Garen right now, and Kha'Zix is just baiting him back further into their side. Garen does back up here, though. Half a TSM still in the mid lane, though. Looking to push. Garen is linking up with Hecarim there.
Now this Garen, you know, after watching today, could arguably be one of the biggest threats in the split push.
Oh, Garen running in on the Nautilus. But Kaisa's
Oh.
here. Kaisa, can Hecarim pick up the Kaisa of Hecarim? Oh, she ults the back. Oh, and it looks like they're going to be outnumbered. Oh, but that ult was beautiful. That ult was beautiful. Can Garen get another spin off? Can Garen get another? He wastes the ult, but I think he's going to die. Oh, this might be their moment. Actually, he trades 1 for 1. We trade 1 for 1. But it looks like
The rest of TSM is here, though.
Syndra with a great stun.
They trade 1 for 1, knocking down that
But
Kaisa.
it is jungler for ADC. I think that is definitely worth for TSM.
That is their biggest
Because
threat
that
to
Kaisa
Garen.
is the only one in this game that can deal with this Garen, and I think
And
that they just have to give up this inhib
The
now.
Garen just got his full health back from his passive, so they can make a push, and he's not being punished for that long team fight he was in. Stating
Not
that
You
at
know
all,
the Garen
Sandra,
already
not
level
at all
compared
punished
to the
for it.
highest person on their team, being level 17.
The stun's coming out, but see if Nautilus finds a play. Oh, they need to go in.
Garen re-engaging here onto the Akali, shredding her health bar. Kha'Zix is taking
Zed's on the backline, on the Syndra, who finally uses a Zonia's. The Kaisa's up.
back up, boys and girls. Kaisa's back up. They might have this team fight because Kaisa's back up. Oh.
We are going to
So
see
far,
two
the
members of
Nautilus
it.
is down.
Akali's
Kaisa's
TPing the backline. Akali's looking for a play. Why the fuck
Yeah,
is
but
Hecarim
Garen's gonna
looking
get
at his
full
chickens?
health back from this passive. You're not taking this Garen out anytime today.
It looks like Emily's gonna go down. Darkness is next from this Akali.
Garen's trying to fight the Zed under 2 towers.
And Garen is low. It looks like he might be next to fall as TSM dies, overstaying in the
Not
base.
sure why Garen.
I don't know why
dead there
Garen would
rather
leave
than
the
Now,
team fight there.
just to bring it up,
taking the inhib
during
free.
that fight, Dr. Pepper was farming the jungle. He didn't go straight back to top lane.
Interesting move there. Yeah, not sure why. Kind of a throw from Garen chasing that Zed under 2 towers when he could have just stayed with his team, defended the backline and taken and hit him for free, maybe 2, and then just left. Very interesting move chasing the Zed. SGT1 actually going to push this back now. Top and mid pushing towards TSM. Yeah, that was kind of a throw from Garen. He really
No, that
should
was a
have
mega throw from Garen. And you know, they say that this guy isn't a team player, and I mean, he literally just abandoned his team to die. I don't know what he thought he was going to do.
probably want to chase down that last kill. Very interesting move by him.
Hecarim's just gonna get caught. Uses his ult to go in when he's
Hecarim
already
not even
dying.
getting caught. Again, throwing there, runs straight
Motherfucker,
into
why would he do that?
SGT.
Dude
Especially with
just
Dragon
texted me and spoiled that they lost the game. Well, I'm
Yeah,
out.
someone said that in Discord too.
Yep, I'm out. Bye.
It looks like
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm going to the team chat. I'm gonna go flame the fuck out of this team. Tyler, you need to come to calm me down. I have so many.
I want to see how they finish the game.
No, I'm going right now to killing people.
It does look like the team fight's gonna pop off. They are chasing down Garen. Emily goes down. Guardian Angel's coming out on both sides. The Syndra is gonna go down to Akali. Garen does take one, but it looks like he is
that's
going
probably the
down
game right
too,
there.
folks. And that is the game. 100% the game.
Oh, now
They had a chance to come back. They just threw it.
The dead timers are way too big.
one thing I want to bring up is taking fleet on Draven, not pausing when he wasn't there level 1. He almost had two people lived 1 HP, pressed the attack or not pausing the game, probably would have both led to kills, and that bot lane would have been a different story.
Very true. Hecarim going in by
Hecarim,
himself here
if he
again.
wasn't
Trying to
1v1 in
do whatever he
Kha'Zix
can.
every time you saw him alive, if he, a lot
Probably
of
could have
things.
pushed Garen's advantage there. Yeah, a lot of throws on the side of TSM this game. A lot of throws, a lot of chances to come back even with the rough start. I don't think they played around their win condition, which was Garen, and I don't think Garen played that how he should have. Especially with that, it was that throw on chasing down the Zed that probably lost them the game.
I'm gonna
Garen had
go
just
talk to
stayed
my
with
team
the
real
scene
quick.
and took the inhib there. They probably could have made something happen off of that. Very interesting move going for the Zed there.
Not much more we could say about that game. We could check damage charts. Probably won't be surprised if Garen's at the top. Yep, Garen trying his best to win the team. The Hecarim who inted happened to have the second most damage on the team. Syndra and Draven just didn't do nothing. Let's see, on the other side, it just looks like they were so much more useful with the damage. There's no tanks, only the Nautilus. So it's not even like a team was smacking a tank. It was just kind of a clown fest. And I can't even get into my own fucking lobby.
If you had to name someone MVP that game, does it go to Kaiser or does it go to Garen?
I think Garen deserved it. He was 1v9.
He was. Now, the only counter argument I'm going to make is he did kind of lose his team the game there. Even though he was the carry, he kind of threw at the end and by not taking that
I
in
could
hit.
say the same about
That was a
Kaisa.
fight that turned it.
I feel like she was just like she was in terrible positions in team fights. Kept going like she was kiting melee range of Garen. She wasn't separating herself. I felt like the Garen, the Kaisa wasn't shredding the Garen. The team all together were shredding the Garen. I don't think that Kaisa alone would have took the Garen out.
Again, also, the reason I wouldn't put Kha'Zix in this conversation either, even though he did start 7-1, is the fact that he ended 8-6. He just threw way too many times. He came in thinking he could do way too much burst damage, and he just threw to Garen too much, trying to come back in. To a kill his team could easily secure without him. Especially that big one where he gave up the 1,000 gold to Garen. I believe it was 1,000 gold to
The
Garen.
Kha'Zix, yeah, that was a
Yeah,
huge part.
that
This
was a
Garen's already
huge turning
big.
point.
Your team's for sure gonna kill the Garen. Zero reason to even go in. Just walk away. Walk away with your life. Let your team pick up the gold. That is nothing but pure greed, and that greed gave 1,000 gold to a monster, an already monster.
Yeah, I do believe that was a pretty big throw
Report
by
B, folks. Biased against me,
Kha'Zix.
dude. That Garen literally was a raid boss. You got shit on in lane.
He was. I don't believe there was a single duo in that game that could 2v1 that Garen. I really don't. That Garen wasn't coming down with any less of 3 members of SGT there.
So I think the coaches are being asked to move back. We'll see what we're doing. Who are we waiting on to join the lobby? It looks like Marine Sniper has not rejoined yet.
I haven't rejoined. Rest in peace.
Let me get you in here before he joins. And then... Who's let's see. We'll see what's going on. We're gonna bring both coaches back in here.
Kaisa is pretty good right now.
Did you want to be back in here or only Tyler?
Oh no.
Huh?
Sorry.
You just.
Did you want to be in here too or no?
Yes. I did ask, didn't I?
Yeah, I thought you both did. I moved him, then you.
What'd he say? Did you
Uh,
not
he,
want to be here?
he was mid-sentence about talking about Kaisa, so I just put him back in there.
Oh.
Because I don't know if he was still talking with the team. Again, I hope you guys told the team what the fuck's going on and what they needed to do better.
Ward. That's it. Just ward better and assume they're gonna be on Baron if like there's no vision on any of them.
Like, giving away that, like, here's how I saw the game. They were behind, got the lead, and just said, here you go, SGT, take free Baron. What the fuck? You guys are winning so hard, and you're just, here you go, free Baron.
Yeah, they just really need to play some better wards. And Direwolf, or the mid laner, told me that Darkness told me that that was his brother playing himself.
Oh, he couldn't make it in time, so his... Well,
That would make sense with the Syndrome pick, which is not something Darkness typically plays.
well, hopefully, it's not going to be too much of a difference.
Do we have any information on whether or not Darkness is playing this game, or if it's still his brother?
Still, I'll ask real quick.
I could go ask real quick. Is Darkness back, or is his brother around?
Hey, where is Tyler? I need to be in the chat with him.
Commentator, I can move you.
Thanks.
Is Darkness around?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, good luck in game 2. Just making sure everyone's here. Good luck. I got to go tell them good luck now. Hey guys, good luck in game 2. Told TSM good luck, so I have to come tell you good luck. No favoritism. I love you all.
You're
Okay,
fucking
buddy.
Dude, wow.
What do you mean, wow? I'm coming to tell you good luck, and now I'm getting flamed.
Hey, we didn't flame. That was just guilty.
You have
wasn't-
favoritism to your sister's team. You're a fucking liar.
Everyone, you know what? Just for that, just watch the stream in like a few seconds.
Syndra's like, yeah, my word score is fucking awful. I said, no shit, it was fucking awful. You had 2 at 20 minutes. 20 minutes, 2 words, and they were freeze. You get one every 60 seconds.
Yeah, they're making a comeback, and they just said, "Here, take."
Yeah,
Baron."
we talked about it. I talked about it with him. He thought that they were gonna back, and I guess I thought Akali was in Vision. He said that she wasn't in Vision, or maybe they just didn't notice it. But he thought that his team was gonna back off and wanted to go get a demolish block on my tower. I was like, and I explained to him very calmly. I was like, dude, your win condition is team fighting with you just killing their fucking backline and letting protecting Raven. He was like, yeah, but I was like, man, that was a huge throw. You gotta be with your team at that point. Like you're 5-man.
Hold on. Wait, Mitchell, you're not gonna spectate?
Spectate what?
Does anyone have the spectator link to the
Second
draft?
Wait, there's another game?
Yeah, it's like best of 3.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Bringing that Korean shit in here?
Well, I mean, if they win again, then it's over. So.
Yo,
fucking. Well,
Fox,
I mean,
you
it's
can get
late,
the
dude.
spectator link for the draft.
They didn't send one, but you could just click one.
I
You can
got
click any link, just don't ban anything.
Tonight I gotta go to bed, but I'll go over the VODs either tomorrow or what is today Monday? Yeah, today's Monday. Tomorrow or Wednesday we'll all get together, you, me, and them, and we'll just go over these VODs.
All right.
But I still gotta make dinner, dude. I haven't eaten, so I'm gonna make dinner and go to bed. But I can stay up a little later. I'm still on 2 hours of sleep here.
All right.
All right, talk to you later.
All right. See ya.
Bye, sunshine.
Goodbye. Thank you for
Who's
coming
the
today.
Who's the other guy? I don't remember
Decimus.
his name.
Yo,
Des-
what's up?
He's the player
Do I-
representative of the league.
Do I have to call you Decimus? Come on, like bullshit.
Call me anything, dude.
All right, Jack. It's nice talking
Hey,
to you.
that's me. Nice talking to you too,
All
man.
right, see you guys later.
See ya.
Now I'm trying to remember Decimus's name.
It's Jack.
Fucking idiot.
It's not Jack.
You uncultured meme. It's Jack.
Jack Mihoff.
Jack the Decimus.
Mihoff.
Jack.
Mihoff.
My first and last name are Jack. Like
Jack.
my father before me and his father before him.
So what are you, Jack the third?
I'm Jack the 17th,
And
you
is
uncultured
this
swine.
from like are you really are you related to the Incredibles?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think we caught him.
No, you didn't. You didn't catch shit. You're about to catch these fucking hands, Fox. Alright, so let's see. SGT is currently banning right now. Now, what do they need to ban priority?
Jack or
Besides,
Garrett and Darius, they gotta get him off his 2-trick.
besides Darius. Yeah, they definitely have to target Direwolf.
The Garen brand. Wait, TSM banned?
No ban at SGT. Huh, looks like TSM might ban their own Darius out?
I would hope not.
Very interesting strategy here. Might be a mind game. Is it very
Okay,
interesting?
so that's what I found out. SGT, they sent the links out to Pro Draft, and they gave the teams the wrong side. So SGT was banning for TSM, and TSM was banning for SGT. So they're just gonna
Okay.
remake the draft.
I thought they were trying to play some type of psychedelic mind game on them, banning their own Darius out to let them know they are not afraid to go hard in the top lane. Suka. Nice.
Told to put those tacos on the side 'cause
B Fox, do you have a commercial for today?
I'm actually looking for one right now. I just don't know what I want to use yet. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna play some random donkey video.
Hold up, I got you.
I was actually gonna DM you and ask for it.
I got a lot of work to do in coaching.
Yeah, I'm DMing you something you can play. It's not too long.
I also have a 3
This
minute
is the move.
video.
No,
Alright.
no, no. This is the
What the
move.
hell is this?
This is the move.
What is this?
Just play it. Don't show it to anyone. Just play it.
Alright. Trying to get it over. Alright, and we have a commercial for, the meantime while we're waiting.
I'm definitely gonna watch it on stream.
Сука, блядь!
Let's go, baby.
I wonder if my shit is ever gonna get like copyrighted because I just play random ass videos during all this.
You gotta have viewers to get copyrighted, to be
You
honest.
are right. So we are
Are they
safe.
banning? Are they banning? Bro, my notes. Hmm.
What do you mean, what draft am I watching? Is this the wrong draft? People give me the wrong draft. I get linked the wrong draft, and now it's my fault.
Yeah, looks like you got the wrong draft.
Now we got the right draft. Again, that's what we're expecting. The Garen and Darius ban, exactly what needed to go through. Aramis ban, still kind of troll. They banned Kha'Zix, Echo Master Yi. I don't think Kha'Zix was the problem. No reason to ban him.
Really was not. But you know what? TSM just not wanting to have to deal with the Kazakhs in their
Oh,
top lane.
he gets his Katarina. Darkness, the Katarina one trick gets his main.
Can we confirm if that actually is Darkness or not?
That is Darkness. I heard his voice.
Okay, so that, yeah, see, that is the penalty Sergeant T1's going to have to face when they ban out that Garen. They are going to have to give that comfort pick Katarina to Darkness, who happens to be one of the best players on the team. So not sure they should have gone for that Ramus ban there, especially after the performance the Jungle put out last game. Probably should have just gone for the Katarina ban.
Looks like they're just
And
gonna ban away things that he doesn't want to play mid lane. Top laner looks like he's gonna play Akali again. This Jax should be going towards Direwolf. I know he plays some Jax. I can't see them putting their jungle on Jax. He's going to be put on, a simple job. It looks like they're banning away some of Emily's supports for that brand. We could be seeing a Karma ban coming up now. If
that
they're
is
looking,
going to be Direwolf on that Jax. And it is something worth to note that Direwolf does have a 65% win rate on Jackson solo rank duo in Platinum 3 elo.
Riven, that's an odd ban. Don't know why the Riven ban came out. I'd like to see them pick a support. I'd like them to see them pick something, brain dead for Emily to, get away with. Yumi would be a great choice. Her Karma, she could play Karma again. And what?
The new.
They're gonna save their support pick for last?
Very interesting. Considering that is not a champion that Dr. Pepper is known to play. Really interesting Nunu pick, especially since Amumu was open. And that would pair really well with the Katarina, considering Amumu can just ult in. He can jump in, ult, stun everyone, and just leave them for Katarina to eat up, especially if he goes Abyssal. So very interesting picking the Nunu there.
Now this is gonna be a Galio mid counter picking the Katarina. Or this might be a Shen support then.
That's a Galio sport, maybe.
Looks like Emily is just going to go ahead and lock in that Karma again. Now, while they do their draft in-game, what predictions are you making for this game based off of what we see here in the draft?
If I had to see, I think they're gonna. I think if Jax gets ahead, I'm predicting it's the Akali top. If it's not Akali top, it's gonna be Shen top. And I feel like if it is the Shen, Jax could bully the Shen out of lane. If it's the Akali, I think he feels confident to play into this Akali. He picked if he played against Akali last game and he's comfortable picking Jax into Akali, he's gonna come in with the confidence that he could 1v1 her, and it may be some early kills top. Going to the mid lane, like I said, they have a flex pick. It's either gonna be the Akali mid or the Galio mid. The Galio would be a great choice in my opinion to shut down the Katarina. They are a one trick. They gave away the bans to get the Garen off the table, so they don't just gotta deal with it again. And I feel like if they're playing around to If they're playing around the comp they have drafted, it looks like they just want Vayne to scale up. And Galio would be a great choice into forcing Katarina to stay in lane. He has wave clear. If that Katarina makes roams, she's going to get punished. She can't fight the Galio just because his base MR and his kit is really hard to fight into. So I just think that I don't think TSM is going to be able to win late game unless they make plays on the Vayne. But again, that Katarina, if she does get ahead, if that Jax does get ahead, they can make it impossible for that Vayne to live.
I have almost no CC coming out from TSM.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in this Nunu pick. Again, not a jungler he typically plays. Very interesting to see what his game plan is here, locking in Nunu.
I'm surprised we're not seeing a Sejuani, a J4, maybe even a Mumu. Something simple, something
100%.
easy to land CC. Um,
Especially with that Katarina first pick and then leaving it open. Very surprised it wasn't an Amumu here, as he pairs so well with Katarina. Because he can just fly in and ult, and because he builds Abyssal Mass, Katarina can just jump on top of that and ult the entire team, doing so much damage with that Abyssal Mass aura.
it is
So
a top lane shun.
very interesting move by the jungler for TSM. That is a Galio support too. You said RoboCop was a Blitzcrank one trick,
Yes,
right?
yep.
Very interesting you didn't pick him either, considering they left it open. Why do you think he decided to go Galio here?
I just think he's
His top
trying to be
question
a.
though.
I think he's trying to be a role player. I think in 5v5 environments, he knows Blitzcrank isn't the optimal choice as it's harder to pull Blitzcrank off in a coordinated game. So I feel like he's looking for something team fight, something more defensive. Like he went Nautilus last game, a bunch of CC, easily could defend his teammates, could engage. Now the Galio pick, easily again, he could defend his backline. If Katarina tries to jump in, he could charge his taunt, and he could just keep Katarina off his team. So I do think like even the Katarina Jax, they're gonna look for dives, and that Galio's not gonna let them dive whoever he's around. So I think it was a great pick, and I really think you got to give it to players like this who go off comfort to do what the team needs more. And it feels like mostly low elo players are doing this. They are just trying to find a way to fit into the team. So I do appreciate players who are playing like this, and I think it really shows a lot about him trusting his teammates.
100%, man. We do see Marine Sniper getting Kai'Sa this game, so we'll get to see how the other side plays into that. And let's see.
Hey Tyler, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
What do you think of the bot lane matchup? Because I'm kind of curious to see how it goes. I haven't seen Galio support in a while, and I definitely don't play Galio or Karma. And I think and I just think Vayne's a bad champion. I know you like her. So what are your thoughts on that
Galio
matchup?
is definitely not a good meta champion to play. I mean, he's really good team orientated, but like ever since I took his flash taunt, he's just really not viable. He's thinking maybe he plays Galio on his off time. He kind of counters the like game, like the whole team though, because he is really magic resist heavy. Like I don't know if it's gonna be viable this game, but bot lane looks really easy for Karma and Kai'Sa because in their early game, Rain and Galio is just terrible.
I agree. Especially with Karma's root, it's going to be real hard for Galio to get up and in that Kai'Sa's face in order to actually taunt her. So we're just going to have to see what they do here.
My mic was muted. Anyways, this is the second game. It's unfortunate we may not be able to see Kinbrono in these games. I know SGT wanted to play against their former bot laner, but he just wasn't showing up. He's not around, so they just felt like they've been practicing with Marine Sniper, so they're just gonna keep him in, and hopefully Game 2 will be different. I feel like at one point in Game 1 they had a lead. They just gave away free Baron. They gave away so many free Dragons. So maybe this game we'll see them play around more objectives. Whoever's shot calling, maybe they'll make more aggressive calls. Maybe they will be aggressive on warding.
Yeah, that was one thing I talked to my team about, making sure that Baron is warded after 20 minutes because that is the most important objective and possibly cost him the last game. I just really think if they use a lot more wards this game, and they were fine playing mechanically, and just top lane really taking control of the game. They were pushing other objectives while top lane was being four-manned. But, they just didn't have the vision of giving the knowledge of where the enemy team is. That's what got Hecarim caught out late in the game. That's what got fucking Darius four-manned plenty of times. Lost him Baron. Lost him the early dragons.
I gotta agree. The mid laner didn't drop their first ward till like 13 minutes. The ADC didn't drop his first ward till like 8 minutes. There's just no vision bot side, and Emily was only dropping short wards just for very small vision, just to be able to walk away when Kha'Zix is in lane. So it's not like she was getting deep wards, and just the entire game. If your mid and ADC aren't helping with the vision score bot, if your jungle is using his vision top side, you're gonna have zero vision bot lane, and that's why the Kha'Zix was just so free to solo dragons, solo Rift Heralds, and just do whatever the hell he wanted last game.
Yeah, the three Earths dragons they got early really helped them end the game at the very last few seconds. Who knows, if they didn't have Earth Dragon, maybe they could have been back up in enough time to defend them off. The Earth Dragons really destroys turrets.
So we're headed into game 2. We're going to take a quick look at all the sums. Both ADCs going press to attack, looking to play aggressive, looking to do DPS late game. Everything seems fine, nothing too troll. Do Nunus take Aftershock now?
Yeah.
Who wants a piece of the champ?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Who wants a piece of the champ? Imagine if I had a real weapon.
Now it looks like, again, no one's going to invade. Both sides not really watching most of the jungles. They're kind of just like sitting there.
Yeah, almost no
watching.
vision on the top blue side jungle here.
Something I do want to bring up while Decimus is in here. This is why NL gets successful invades off every game. There is a lack of a vision line, like a line of scrimmage coming from both teams. SGT
100%.
fixed it now, but like when you have a team like NL who's coordinating, like practicing these invades, and you don't watch, and they get into your jungle, like it does spell disastrous, and
That is something we did talk about, especially our coach is D4 jungle main. He told me like something for us to abuse, because back when we first started playing, we'd invade like once, maybe twice a series, but he actually encouraged us to invade almost every game, because a lot of these lower elo teams usually won't coordinate a vision line, especially in the start of the game, or they'll be lazy to it, much like we saw TSM here, where they didn't really start with the vision line. They kind of just went like, oh shoot, we should probably be watching this. But by then, you got like a 5-man already there waiting for you, and you walk up by yourself as a collie, like here, and then we're on the bush, and like, you know what I mean? It's a free first blood most of the time, and I feel like that's why we're so successful in our early invades is just a lack of like priority to get that vision line going. That way, as they're walking in, you can be like, hey, their whole team's here, back up. That way, you give your own team a chance to get there and like defend. But yeah, definitely something a lot of teams should start prioritizing in the league is vision line. And not just like, oh, we should probably be watching this. Like, hey, hurry up and get here, get here, get here, watch this. Like, don't even give the other team a chance to set up and wait for you there. It's automatically something you should be doing every game is rushing to get a good vision line going for your team. Stop these invades.
Now, something I want to bring up is when you have someone like Direwolf who clearly popped off last game, just the most influential player in the game on either side. Why, like, I would think maybe you would put him in a bad matchup, maybe you would try to throw him off, but putting him in a matchup like Jackson to Shen, where the Jax, clearly a hyperscale, and clearly could get a huge lead into a lane with Shen, who's a weaker laner. Do you think TSM could play around this and punish that, you know, mismatch?
You know, Shen is kind of like an anti-split pusher, though. You know, he has plenty of ways to get across. He can really stop people from split pushing with his W. So I don't think Shen's really all that bad for laning phase because he can stop split pushing pretty easy. But the thing is, you gotta know like how that goes. So I don't know if Guilty Spark plays a lot of Shen.
He does main mid. So I doubt he has a lot of experience on Shen.
We do see the Nocturne is going to go ahead and invade the Krugs. A little fight here top lane. Sparks is going to get chunked and walk away from that.
Nocturne is going to gank him from behind his own lane. He is peeing into all in. And I think he's going to be forced to fight. He's going to jump, but he might get fared. I don't know if he's going to live. Oh, his helicopter is up.
Off, but the helicopter does save his life there. He's just going to go ahead and walk away and return and bring up that recall.
I've never heard anyone call it the helicopter.
I did not. Not before today.
I don't know where I heard it from.
Oh, it looks like we're going to see a fight in the mid lane. Here we go. The two best mid laners in the league trading here. Looks like Echo is going to get the better of that trade and just back off.
I think it's a Shinshin who calls it a helicopter.
Yeah, he definitely didn't have to TP top. He could just waste him too.
I think he was looking for a cheese kill with a TP. Kind of hard to pull that off unless you have a deep ward in that lane.
Oh, we are going to see the Galio knockup come out onto the Kaisa and the Karma here.
Wait, this Kaisa is shredding! This Vayne's going down in the 1v1 to Emily! Forces the
We are
flash!
going to see the heal though.
And what a great play from both Marine Sniper and X Flying Hearts. Marine Sniper taking out Robocop and Emily taking down the Vayne.
Very, very bad play here on the side of Sergeant T1's bot lane. Had they only waited not 1 minute more, their jungler was already coming, but now they're just going to be way too weak to walk up and fight here.
So Galio did flash to look for an engage, and he couldn't get anything because the jungler just wasn't even in range to follow up. But it looks like he's coming back for a regain. Again, you know, ADC's holding on to wards. You know the jungle just ganked you. Maybe you should ward because you know he's still bot side.
Yeah, some very interesting plays here out of both sides. Definitely think SGT1's bot lane should have waited. Had they waited only a minute before that engage, they probably could have engaged with their jungler and probably got a free double kill. But instead, they're going to get chunked and too weak to fight by the time their jungler does get to the bot lane. Direwolf going to do some trading on his Shen. Does look like Nocturne's looking for something here, but I do believe Darkness sees him.
Yeah, he is pinging for assistance. Bot lane knows he's down there, but they're just going to keep pushing. They're not going to respect the Nocturne. And I don't know if they could 3v2. They have heal. Marine Sniper has heal. Emily has flash.
It does look like Nocturne's going to go ahead and come in. He's going to drop that W. He is freeing the Kai'Sa here. Kai'Sa's gonna get out of range.
Oh, one of them
but
are
he
gonna go
does
down
get
to the
stunned.
shed. No, he's not. He's gonna go down to the
Shed
tower,
does
and
get
Kai'Sa
stunned.
is gonna turn it around. What a great stun by the Jax to stop his ult.
Jax does need to back up here. He is getting pretty low. Gonna have to pop that ultimate in order to survive. Nunu is coming in with the snowball.
It's not gonna be enough as she's just gonna walk away. Galio is gonna charge forward to zone the team away from his Vayne. But it's not gonna be enough. Vayne's gonna safely base, but they are gonna lose the canning wave in the process. Okay, Kai'Sa, start hitting the fucking wave. Emily, start hitting
Does
the
look
wave.
like Echo's gonna go ahead and start this dragon up. I mean, correction, Nunu is gonna go ahead and start this dragon up here.
Now,
Probably rotating to help.
the side of
Not sure
TSM,
here.
I want to bring this up real quick. Oh wait, there's a TP coming. They want to fight for this dragon. They're gonna be
They
forced
do
to
know
leave.
they're on it.
They're either forced to fight or leave. They can't do both. They do get a smite off, and they're gonna run away. As Echo is gonna clean up too, and it looks like Darkness. He's not gonna be able to go in. All he has is a longsword.
It
Doesn't
does
have enough
look like
to
they're
fight.
just gonna have to go ahead and run here.
And this could be disastrous if Echo picks up
Echo
another
is
kill.
gonna flash in, but does
Oh.
not get the kill on the Kai'Sa. Nocturne does clean it up though. Darkness should not be moving up here. Not sure what Darkness is thinking. He's gonna get ignited, taunted, and knocked up. That does look like the kill is gonna be coming from that ignite. He lives! Oh my god, he lives with almost no health.
Yeah, Darkness could have made a play there. I don't know why he was so scared. He had every.
He
Diving
only,
Only because the Galio had everything up.
he had no
And that's
items.
exactly what I thought would happen.
Yeah, but they could focus fire on the Katarina and probably get one of his teammates out too while he gets out because he was full happy with it. Definitely need to be more of a team player and help out.
Now, something I do want to bring up again was TSM's bot lane didn't shove wave under tower, so Vayne did not get punished for dying, like, or being forced to back. And that's just something, like, you know, that's something you need to know. You gotta manage waves. You gotta control waves. You can't slow push the wave into tower. You just gotta shove it and then rotate the dragon. Luckily for them, they did secure that dragon. Dr. Pepper with a good smite. As it seems like right now, everyone in the game is hitting 6. Galio, the only one we're waiting for, who just hit 6. So now everyone has their ultimates. We can look for some more plays, like this Nocturne looking for an ult. Probably just gonna all in someone right away. It's gonna be on that it's gonna be on Kai'Sa as she's caught out on a ward. And you just gotta respect the Nocturne 6. You can't clear vision when Nocturne 6. You know he's looking for a gank right away.
Yeah, it's just really bad synergy with the bot lane because they're not really working together in the second game either.
Does look like a skirmish is gonna break out in the top lane. Both basic blocks coming out. Direwolf is gonna ult here.
I think Jax has enough damage to pull him down. Oh, Jax just gonna decide to push this lane as Nunu.
Going
Just
for
throw the
something.
snowball.
Doesn't really get anything. Now they could look to dive here. Nocturne is barely coming off of base himself. And it is looking like Nunu is gonna just go ahead and rotate to the mid lane. While Shin gets off of back. Jax is gonna go ahead and shove the top wave in here. Echo clearing some vision in the mid lane.
You just get a ward destroyed and you place another one down in the same spot.
Oh, and it does look like... Oh, this is definitely going to be a free kill here in the top lane with Shen coming in on the ultimate, and that is going to be a free kill. Jax definitely overstayed
that spells free.
You know, I did try to give him some Jax tips. Said go on TM, it's good, really good for the trades and helps out where clear, and I feel like he doesn't want to be coached. Also, going Dorn's lane is probably not as good as going corrupting pods. He is winning the trades though, but it fall down to the gank.
Looks like Echo's gonna look for an all-in out of darkness on his one-trick Katarina. He's gonna be forced to run away. And I don't think he can fight this, especially with Shen roaming down. There's no help from the side of TSM for this. Jax reacting late. Dire will finally come in, but it's too late as Akali is making her way up there. And again, they just might fall. Direwolf is able to pick up one. but the ecologist is a collie. Oh no, Jack's able to dodge the cues to walk away, and he's not even gonna die. What a great play to take a, take something from a bad situation and live with it.
Emily is going to get caught here out of position. It does look like she's going to die to the Vayne. Both flashes coming out. Vayne's going to get that last set of walk. Again, Jax skirmishing in the top lane. Galio going to go ahead and ult behind Vayne. Kai'Sa looking for something. Can't find anything. Gets taken down. Goes down to the Galio.
Again, that's
Jax
something.
Really low here.
That's something Tyler brought up before. That synergy, like.
Oh, and it does look like Jax is going to turn it around in the top lane.
That bot lane fight. There's no synergy between X Flying Hearts and Marine Sniper. Emily was running away from the Vayne chunking her down, and it just looked like Marine Sniper didn't even try to 2v1. He just kept chasing the Galio, who was, trying to get, both of them were just running away under tower. Vayne was able to clean up Emily, and
I agree. Very interesting play by Marine Sniper. Should have just turned on that Vayne rather than making her 2-0. They could have probably turned on that Vayne, especially with Galio backing up and leaving the Vayne to her own devices. Not sure why Marine Sniper decided to chase Galio.
I just think
That is an Inferno Drake going over to the side of SGT, by the way. They are going to go ahead and pop the Rip Arrow in the mid lane.
I just don't think TSM has the synergy that you'd expect from that you would want from a team. The bot lane doesn't seem to have synergy. Direwolf, people are saying he's a solo queue player, but he's also, but it looks like he's 1v9 in games for them, realistically.
He is going to go ahead and take down that Shen in the top lane again.
It looks like, again, they're going to be playing through top side. Same thing that happened last game. Top gets a huge lead. Bot lane just falls behind. Mid lane doesn't do anything all game. And the jungle feeds. And on the other side, the top laner starts falling behind in the 1v1s. The jungle's, getting early kills. Echo finding leads throughout, making plays on the map. And the bot lane's just taking leads and winning.
Do got to note, though, Jax is a crazy, crazy monster when it comes to scaling. Especially in the matchup he's in. Jax is just so crazy. He's unlike a Garen. Jax can just tear apart a game, especially late game. So SGT is just gonna have to look out for that, and it does look like they're not making the same mistake they did last time. You do see Nocturne going up there constantly. Jax is definitely gonna have to start respecting the Nocturnal with the Shen ult onto that, because that is a free 2v1 anytime he's overextended in the lane and they got vision on him. Because Nocturne can just come flying out of jungle with Shen ulting onto him, and that's just a free kill for both of them.
Yeah, I just think at this point, Direwolf's asking his team, what the fuck are you doing? I'm taking all the jungle pressure. Looks like Darkness is gonna go down in the 1v1. Nunu watches as it happens and can't even catch up to the Akali. And this game just looks like it's starting to go downhill.
Kai'Sa is going to get taunted, which is a death sentence with the Nocturne in the area. Flying Hard's just trying to get away from all this.
Alright, Tyler, so from your perspective, what do you think TSM, what are you going to, have TSM work on? Or are you going to keep it on the down low so other players or other teams don't figure it out? Or do you just think there's obvious mistakes that they need to work on?
Clearly some obvious mistakes, like, bot lane really needs to work on the synergy because they're just getting stomped over and over again if they just keep playing like this. Like, they're not playing together. Everybody on their team, on TSM, it's just, on my team, it's just playing like it's solo queue. And like, as you see, like, Nocturne was getting the fucking, well, Nunu tried to stop it. Jackson come in, help till it was too late. He was trying to catch the wave. Just clear some more.
They're going to go ahead and see the fight pop out. Ecologist is going to go ahead and take down the Nunu. They're looking for Darkness here. Not sure if they're going to be ahead and find him. Kali goes in, but it looks like they're just going to walk away here.
And I think together they need to keep... Oh, looks like Jax is going in for the 1v3. Or 1v2.
Very interesting. We'll see the Katarina will come out.
Probably has no ult. Oh,
Oh,
that
they
flash.
do go ahead and take down that Nocturne.
Nocturne
Jax
flashing
looking for
into
more.
him.
Again, this is where we saw the bot lane come. This is how we saw them come back in the game. The SGT tries to make plays around the map, and the bot lane just pushes and
Shen-
farms up and catches. They gain what they lost because SGT. It seems like they're trying to make plays, but Direwolf, who just gets ahead, stops them in their tracks.
Shen is look. Oh, they are looking to dive on the
He
Shen.
is gonna
though.
go and dive the
Single.
Shen. Not sure if that was the best move considering Shen had his taunt and shield up. But it looks like both sides are gonna walk away.
Nocturne is gonna look to get an R range to maybe ult onto someone. You gotta wonder. It's probably gonna be the Marine Sniper again. He is in range. He does have it up. And yes, it's gonna
The Shadow
instantly
is
be
coming
on
out
Marine
again.
Sniper.
That is a deadly Shen Nocturnal combo we've been seeing all game. And it just works so well. Because you think you're safe in lane, you don't know Nocturne has vision on you, then all of a sudden Nocturne's on you, he's fearing you, then immediately Shen taunted. And it's just a bad combination for anyone within range of it. It does look like the blue team is going to want to start up Dragon here. We do have Nunu waiting in the bush. Comes out a little too early, and it looks like he's just going to get focused down by this Nocturne.
The Vayne is going down to the Jax, who does flash and pick up the kill. Jax is gonna get 2. It goes over to Dr. Pepper. He's going for the 3rd. Akali can't go in, and oh my God, Direwolf again, being the sole savior of TSM, turning this game around. They're gonna try to fight the Akali. I think that's a bad idea. I don't think they have enough damage to even fight Akali. I think she can one-shot. Oh wait, no! I was wrong! Akali gets shredded. They could have just hit the tower once.
No health. There we go. That tower's going to go ahead and fall to the Kaisa. We do see Nocturne looking to get in range of this bot lane in order to ult him.
His ult's
Akali
almost up.
waiting
It's
for
probably
the
10 to 5 seconds off. Oh, this Akali's gonna get caught out. Marine Sniper is gonna go in, but
Nocturne is there though.
wait, I don't think he's gonna live.
Gonna go ahead
No,
and
Emily picks up the solo kill. She's running away as Alphamo takes down Marine Sniper. Dr. Pepper going in, forcing Robocop's ult on Galio, and here comes Darkness to clean it up as Katarina, and Emily is gonna go down. Emily picks up another kill and walks away 1 HP. She does not want to die, taking down everyone who's trying to kill her, and it looks like Dr. Pepper's gonna run. He's gonna get away. The Vayne's not gonna be quick enough to catch him.
So we're hitting the 20-minute mark. What do you think is the win condition for both teams as of right now?
As of right now, the gold lead's tied. The momentum is definitely going towards TSM. I think they have more momentum. He's gonna get caught out. He doesn't even get flash. The win condition, I think they got the same win condition. Realistically, play around Direwolf, let him split push. Catch, like they've been doing a good job catching them out of guard. I just think they need more vision down, so Direwolf could split more safely, and Direwolf could also, if needed, if they catch someone out of position, Direwolf could help collapse rather than just be solo splitting.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of fucked up, but I feel like TSM should definitely be like sacrificing themselves in team fights. Engage onto them, burn everything they can off of the enemy team. All ults, all abilities, all sums. And then, honestly, just a Direwolf go in there and clean it up, man. Because that's just, like, Jax's bread and butter, man. Just 1v5 cleanups is, like, what he does. Especially if he drops that ult. There's just nothing they can do to Jax if he just, like, if all their sums are burned. If all their ults are burned, like he's just gonna absolutely destroy them.
They're
and
gonna
it seems
dive the
like
shed.
like a dive.
And this is exactly what I think they need to do. They need to be proactive on these plays. They need to find ways to win these fights. And it looks like Jax might go down. He doesn't have enough damage. And Dr. Pepper's not gonna clean up the
That is the shutdown going off the Jax onto the Nocturne. He's just gonna go ahead and walk away here. Nunu looking to try and take down the Shen. Nocturne looking for a re-engage.
They trade.
Sparks is going to take down the jungle. And
So they trade 2 for 2 towers. I don't know if that's worth. The gold lead slightly increased towards SGT. They definitely could set up some pressure. They could get Vision around Baron. Maybe look for another free Baron. TSM's all bot side. And this just might be another free Baron they're giving away. Vayne is rotating.
Does look like they're trying to set up a Baron play here. Note they do have Vision in that brush.
They are going to start it up. TSM has to see this. They can't afford to give away another free Baron. They are pinging that they're on it, but I think it's too late. Why are you sending 2 people bot lane with Baron on the map? Why is Jax not going down there with his TP up? There's so many question marks again coming from the side of TSM. You don't know what they're doing.
Does look like Elko's going to try and do his best to hold the line.
Oh, he's going to go in! Wait, why are they not? Katarina goes in, and she shreds the team, and
the Baron's
the Baron's stolen, and TSM looking like the proactive plays they need to make. Jax goes down. That could spell disastrous with Ecologist TPing in from the side. Katarina goes in on the Ghost border, cleans him up, and TSM goes 4 for 1 and steals the Baron.
That was so huge.
Now this is
so
something,
huge in terms of the outcome of the game.
Maybe Tyler telling them they need more Vision. They need Baron permanently on Vision. You know, that's something we could give credit to for Tyler. He told the team that's what they have to do. He told them that's how they have to secure their leads, or when they're playing games, that's how they secure not losing so quickly.
The Vision coming into a huge role in this game. Turning around a free Baron like last game into a 4 for 1 with the Baron steal. So huge for TSM.
Yeah, they weren't really melting that Baron anymore because they didn't have these mountain dragons this time, so they're doing it slow, and it gave enough time for them to get in and stop it. But you know, I do want to say better coach wins, because you know, I did say if no one's on the map, you know, you just gotta assume they're on Baron. TSM's just gotta, you know, keep the snowball up. You know, they got Baron, they could push mid, push top, you know, keep Jax top while they push bot. Jax does have to be.
I think their win condition is Jax has to play really smart if they're split pushing. If he is split pushing against Shen, maybe he could get away with it. You know, you always gotta account Nocturne for being there, but if he's split pushing against Akali, you know, the Shen's coming in, the Nocturne's coming in, that's gonna be a 3v1. And Galio could also get across the map fairly quickly. They have a lot of global threats, so I feel like the split push is really risky, but I feel like if he's split pushing into the Shen, he could get away with it. That's not what you want from Direwolf. He is going to go down to the Vayne. No! He trades 1 for 1 in a 4v1 taking out Vayne. And that's... I think this is where they start a fight. Nocturne clearly doesn't have enough health. They blew 2 different ultimates in that 1v4. TSM needs to take advantage of that. They need Marine Sniper to pop off in a team fight. They definitely have the front line. They have the Katarina who could threaten the back line.
Yeah, I think TSM could have countered that. You know, after they got Baron, they weren't inside jungle. Placed some down where they left. That would have really countered it. Countered that like 5-man that they just pulled on Jax.
Now, I don't know if they want Emily to be mid lane pushing Baron minions up, but she was keeping Baron minion on that last canning in mid lane, just making it that much tankier for them to deal with as the team was split pushing bot. Again, I don't know if that was the game plan or if Emily would just want to push mid.
Does look like the team is going to rotate to the bot lane. Galio's going to go ahead.
Galio's caught out.
He's going to catch no one.
And there's a TP coming from Jax in the back. And this could spell disastrous as he goes in and one-shots the Vayne. And that is going to be a team fight.
The Kali goes in. The Kali
Katarina gets away.
Jack's going in. Jack's jumping onto the Nocturne. Nocturne going down to the Kaisa. Jack's going in. He wants more. They are not done. They're going to get this. Akali. Jack's going to get out with his life.
A clean 1 for 5 for TSM. As it looks like this is what they needed. And this is a TSM we've been waiting for since the preseason. It finally looks like picking up Coach Tyler was the option for them to start getting things together. Tyler, how do you feel that this team is winning? Just the same thing you told them between games what was going wrong. That's what they changed, and now it looks like a complete different game through that play you talked about before.
You know, they still got a lot of work on because, you know, the game still isn't over. And, you know, they're still making a lot of mistakes, but it is good to see some improvements.
They are going to go ahead and respect the Nocturne Shen engage here. Especially with this lane of the game, Nocturne Shen. Old combo can be followed up by Galio as well. They are just going to go ahead and back off after grabbing this inhib. Very smart play. As we saw last time they greeted. That actually turned the game around in favor of SGT again. So, it's smart. They're just going to go ahead and back off here after grabbing that inhib. They're not going to chase down kills or stay too long. So, does look like they're going to send Jax back up to that top lane though. Try and get a split going. Shove some minions while the rest of the team is going to go ahead and group in the mid lane.
One thing I want to bring up is they cracked bot lane inhib, meaning they need someone to push that lane. With Baron coming up in 40 seconds, it could be really hard to balance out. Yes, you have the Shen who could split push, who could TP in, but it's going to be really hard to rely on that Shen to push wave and care for Baron. Definitely could ult in, but if the person he's ulted to just gets nuked too quick from the Cat and Jax, he's gonna be stuck bot lane. Again, Baron is spawning, and Emily and Marine Sniper are walking bot lane where the power minions are pushing. You gotta think, what are they doing? Why are you have 4 people bot side with Baron spawning? TSM.
That is gonna be pretty big for SGT as Jax is
Why?
Damage in the team
Baron's
fight.
up. Why are you on Dragon? Your Jax just died next to it. What are you guys
And of course,
doing?
SGT does have the vision on that, so they're gonna obviously start this Baron up. Knowing half the enemy team is bot lane. They do have the clouds though. They have 3 Cloud Drakes. Easily getting over to the other side of the map. Nunu's gonna go ahead and try and stall. The blue team's gonna get the Baron. It looks like the red team is gonna try and fight this.
Baron kill.
Karma going down, but the cat goes in with some huge damage.
They are so lucky. Katarina carried that team fight because they. Oh wait, no. Katarina's gonna get shit on by the.
And it is gonna be a 4 for 5.
Again,
With the
TSM just doesn't watch timers. They
do have those super minions pushing into the base of SGT. They're gonna go ahead and damage up that tower, but Echo there to wave clear with the Baron buff, so it doesn't look like they're gonna get off too much damage. Definitely chunking that tower though. Yeah, that was not the play by TSM, especially Direwolf getting a little greedy with his vision there. Him getting caught out was definitely a big part of that.
Better play there would have been to keep Jax spot instead of the 4 of them. Keep them 4 top and then keep Jax with the fucking super minion spot lane. That would have been a lot better play.
I just think you don't send anyone bot lane. You already got supers in there. It's gonna push. You could have Jax top. You could have 4 mid. You could have Jax mid and 4 top. And like
That would be some heavy pressure on bot lane though, and they probably would have got a tower or 2, the Nexus towers, instead of just, you know, losing Baron. And they did almost win that team fight though. I do gotta point that out. But
they did almost win without Jax again, mostly from that Katarina getting in and assassinating the damage dealers. I don't know why. I'm just gonna throw this out here. I don't know why Shen or Jax doesn't have a wit's end. The fucking item is stupid busted, and if either of them picks it up, Akali and Katarina wouldn't be able to kill them.
yeah, for speaking about items, Nunu's items are really whack because, you know, Shen does maximum HP damage, so does Vayne, and so does, I think, Galio. Probably not Galio, but Shen and Vayne.
I think
You know,
Galio.
they're just gonna melt. They're just gonna melt Nunu. He really needs a frozen heart.
TSM looks a little lost. They don't know what they're doing. Akali split pushing bot. This is where you 5-man and force and punish the Akali for split pushing. She has Baron, yes.
She does have that TP up
They
though.
don't win 5v4s without her. Even if she TPs in, if there's an engage, it's going to be hard for her to follow up. Vayne's bot.
Does look like they're just gonna group as 5 in the top lane and just shove this tower in.
I don't think Echo needs to be splitting. I think he needs to be grouped. They
does.
lose team fights.
Vayne gonna go ahead and start her back. Akali still splitting here. The TP coming in back into the side of their jungle. Katarina just dealing out massive damage. We're gonna see the redemption come out here. Katarina gonna follow up. Gonna go in on the Nocturne. Gonna take down
Akali TP to the top side. I don't know if she's gonna be able to help, but oh, Kai'Sa's gonna go down, and that's gonna be disastrous. Emily's not gonna be able to clean up the kill.
Nuna goes down, and it does look like Echo's gonna go ahead and clean up here.
Will they get that tower? Will that cannon minion be enough? Echo walks right past it, and he loses his tower. And
bro, not sure what that was.
Those tier 3s, they do regenerate health, so if he would have killed that minion, that tower, yes, it was 1-shot, but by the time they respawn, it would have been 5-shot, and they couldn't.
That was definitely a 9 times right there. Not sure why Echo just walked past that cannon when it would have taken him less than a second to probably just Q it and drop it.
They might get the inhib though, bot side. The minions are definitely putting in work. Jax is up in 3. I don't know if he's going to be able to get there in time.
Yeah, he'll get there in time.
He doesn't have a time at, so yeah, he still has
That
it.
stun gonna go ahead and stop the minions for the time being, and it does look like they're gonna go ahead and save this inhib narrowly. They do got to be careful not to let it get backdoored by Akali, who can easily get away.
They are calling the minions useless for not grabbing the inhib.
Correction, Winions.
Winions. He said the useless Winions. They're definitely not going to get the Winions this game. Maybe next one. We'll see what's going on here. Another neck-to-neck game. I just think it's going to come down to
The Galio
who
still
shot
level
calls
14
better.
here.
I feel like it's going to come down to who. It's either going to come down to who could team fight better or who could shot call better. And unfortunately for TSM, shot calling plays a huge part into it. I think they're still struggling with that.
Now, Jax is going to be a team fighting monster, as he has both Trinity and Shojin's already done. And we do see that Borg, so he's going to have a bit more survivability with the lifesteal that comes from that. Does go Randuin's probably going to jump in and slow their entire team.
What I don't know what SGT's doing. They're looking for maybe a death push. They have zero vision top side. Someone's going to get picked.
We do see Baron less than a minute away at
Jax!
this point.
He's walking up alone. He might be the one to get picked. They can't walk
They
up.
are looking for a cheese here.
They avoid it barely.
Oh, they are walking up here. It does look like Galio's looking for the team taunt.
Emily's going to be the one who goes up and gets caught out. And just the lack of wards. You got to send Nunu first through the jungle if you don't see vision. He is the tank.
You really got a very greedy walk up by Emily there. She should have known they were in the area. Baron's coming up. They're somewhere topside. You have no vision in your top jungle. Like, that was not the smartest face check. And they are looking to re-engage here from the side of SGT. They want another pick. They are looking for something. Obviously, TSM playing a bit more cautious now. They know they're in the area.
Galio goes in with the flash. Katarina's going to get
2 taunts off.
Oh.
Katarina going into stasis mode. Jax looking for the Vayne. Vayne kiting him out. Jax is going to jump here. Not going to have the damage to kill the Vayne here.
That could be the game.
That may not be the game there, but that definitely is a free Baron if they choose to turn on it. Emily coming off a spawn now. Nunu just trying to get the base up before the team turns on him, and it does look like they're going to try and push for this inhib with the death timers they got up.
Now again, this is the second game that arguably they lost giving away a free Baron.
They do have the timers. It does look like they might be pushing for the end here. They're definitely going to rotate over and take that last.
No, they're going to go for the inhib. They're not even going to go end the game.
Not sure this is the right move with the dead timers counting down. Yeah, they probably got to back off the base here now. They did get 2 inhibs off that team fight, which is pretty big. Now they're gonna have a lot of pressure. All they got to do is group mid now and push his
Actually,
5 with the.
TSM, they could rush Baron with all of them based, and they know they base. A Baron rush would be a great call, but it doesn't look like they're going to go for it. They're going to push mid.
We do see Nunu moving over. They don't have any vision on Baron on the side of SGT. Oh, Darkness going to catch the Shen out. Not sure anything's going to come from it. We do have Nocturne in there. Is going to ult on the Darkness. Darkness going into stasis. They are going to go ahead and drop that. And that... What do you say to that on the side of TSM? Was that a smart play for the Katarina to probably go for that when they don't have vision? Don't know who's there.
You know, there's just face checking again. They just keep face checking. You know, she probably could have just stopped his beat and walked away, but she decided to fight. You got 2 inhibs down, you can't push fights like that.
They are going to be giving up another Baron. They can't even contest this one. It's just hard to say, like, this is going to be the second game where they gave up a free Baron, where they've playing from behind, coming back, taking the lead, giving up a free Baron and losing it all. I feel like they're just playing, they're doing so much to come back in a game, and they're just giving it away again.
The team fights are going to get rough from here on out on the side of TSM, especially with
Again, Kaisa, you cannot go
Baron.
bot. You have to have Jax go bot. I don't know who's telling him to go bot, but he has to stop.
the side of SGT actually having the stronger team fight. It looks like they do have a lot of nuke ults on the side of TSM, but we are seeing 3 Guardian Angels on all the carries on the side of SGT, and it does look like the fight's going to pop off. Nunu's just going to get absolutely crushed here. Nocturne's going to jump into the entire team. Katarina trying to dish out damage. We do see 2 Guardian Angels coming out on the side of SGT. Jax is getting popped. He can't really do much. He's getting CC trained here. Oh, but he's going in! The lifesteal from Borg, keeping him alive, but it isn't enough. Echo looking for the Kaisa kill.
Now, if either of his bot lane were to help him in that fight, they would have won it.
That was kind of a throw on the Echo side, but it does look like Shen's going to try and push in these super minions. Not sure that was a play, leaving his teammates there to get double killed by the Kaisa and turn over all that gold. But he is going to get this turn, it looks like. Kaisa not noticing the Shen behind her. Not sure what she's doing. She's going to get taunted and killed. And he does have the death timers. He can end through the bot lane.
Emily trying her hardest, not really building damage, off support,
All Shen
off
has
damage.
to do is just his team pinging for him to get that last turn mid. Honestly, he does have double buffs. Nunu is coming up though. It is probably a smarter option to take this turn then. Nunu looking for something. Shen probably just gonna taunt or run away. Yep. We do see that. That is a lot of pressure though, now that you do have the supers in the base of TSM. But both sides coming up, it definitely is a must for SGT to rush either Baron or Elder Dragon, especially with TSM frantically fighting off the supers, flooding into their base now. We got supers on both sides pushing in now. SGT can do a number of things. They can group mid for that inhib with both sides pushing up. TSM is pinging, missing at Elder Drake because they do have vision on the Baron. And it does look like SGT is going to go ahead and want to go for this Baron play. TSM seeing that, they're starting to rotate over. Jax is bot, but he does have his TP. Just trying to take out some pressure from the super minions. Kaisa doing the same thing in the top lane. Kaisa does have that GAs. Does look like the TP's coming in from Jax. The Baron, Daredevil's health, the redemption coming out. He's going to land that stun. Nocturne looking for the kill onto the Katarina. She is going to go ahead and go down. Echo weak. Kaisa following for the kill.
Wait, they might this fight. The Kaisa's
Trying to
G is gonna pop.
1v5.
Emily's gonna be there to help. Emily's gonna
Emily
get the
just trying to
stun.
keep this Kaisa alive. Kaisa in absolutely
Got
crash.
a bump. Greg got Galio almost down. And they're able to one and do this.
Shen jumped at her. The Quadra. This is the
Pentakill! Marine Sniper with the Pentakill! They should 2v1 Baron. They should 2v1 Baron.
They gotta defend.
Oh, wait, why is there a fucking super Riot Games? Look at this shit. You have super minions punching fucking... wait, where are they? Oh, I toggled vision. So,
Kaiser, you
Where's
need to hit
Kaisa?
them. Kaiser, what are you doing?
I'd pause the game and be like, oh my god, pause. Yeah, thank you. A little late for the pause. I should have paused it instantly when the Kaisa wasn't there.
Threw his mouse for the penta. Yo, let's just go ahead and talk about that fight. You can actually rewind it while the game is paused. Let's just go ahead and look at that fight again while the game is paused.
So let's see what started that fight off. They were starting Baron up.
Started at, go ahead and start that fight at like 40-20. I feel like that's when it really popped off.
40-20. All right, I'll tell you when I'm at 40-20. I'm at 40-23.
Okay, I'm at 40-22. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and play this. Now, this is when they're clearing out vision on Baron, and they're just going to go ahead and start it up. Now, notice they're fully committed to this Baron. They know the enemy team's here. They see the TP's coming in, but they're still going off Baron. Very interesting. They didn't just back up into the river, because Baron does give your team a debuff when you're on it.
Now, something I do want to mention as well, as you are, if you watch the start of that, the Akali was the one tanking. It wasn't the Shen, it wasn't the Nocturne. Akali lost half her health before the initial fight even started due to that Baron, and that's going to play a huge part in this team fight, especially with them having 3 GAs, and all their GAs are down. So that item, you're paying a lot of money for low stats. Most of that money is for that active, that unique active, or being resurrected, and it's all down. So a lot of them are down in gold before this fight even started due to that. And Akali lost half her health before the fight started.
Yeah, and that played out very big as the Kaisa saw that and was able to capitalize on that. The Akali drops almost instantly and tries to run away, but the Kaisa does not let him, follows her up with her ultimate of her own. And we are just going to see the Kaisa go ahead and clean this fight up. The GAs saving this fight for the side of TSM, bringing Kaisa up to get that pentakill. Kite out the Shen after bursting down the Nunu, and that was just a very well played fight. They knew they had the GAs down. They knew they had the Baron debuff on them. And they just capitalized on that and like picked a really good fight and probably turned this game around. We'll see if they can defend and make something off of that. But that was just a really good fight on the side of TSM, and definitely what they needed.
Now I do want to bring up that Kaisa is going to get a lot of gold. She should be full build, or she already is full build.
The game is going to go ahead and unpause as it looks like Marine Sniper is back.
Can they
And
save
they're
the
just gonna go ahead and cleave out.
Or is it too late? They are going to save the bot inhib. That is going to be 100 HP. Pause just in time to save it.
Whew.
All these inhibs are up. Now this game is really close. It looks like they're going to go right back to Baron.
That just instantly turned around the entire game, giving Kaisa what she needed to get some more items in.
Now I do want to add, Jax picked up a Wit's End. The item is stupid busted, and the other team doesn't have any Wit's Ends. So at this point of the game, I think TSM has it in the bag. Wit's End is a huge difference in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks like the side of TSM is definitely gonna. That was very, very huge on the TSM. Like, I cannot stress how well that fight was for them, because it turned a game that was iffy into like an almost certain win if they can play this right.
They're gonna go for it. They're gonna swap objectives. Ecologist looking for an inhib. They're sending Katarina back to deal with it. I don't know if Katarina is gonna be able to 1v1 her.
They are gonna go ahead and give it that Baron without an objective traded back besides it in it, but they are rushing the Elder Drake, and it doesn't look like anyone
gonna catch Cat.
Gonna really stop this.
They're gonna catch Cat.
Like it's gonna be a free Elder Drake.
They're gonna catch Echo, and that's gonna be huge, leading into the next team fight. And she does get the trade kill on Katarina. What again? What? You know your team's gonna secure the kill. Why are you making the greedy play?
Yeah, and it just goes back to what we talked about last game. Like, you cannot, especially this late in the game, cannot give up those kills. You can't be the greedy solo queue player where you jump back in and try and secure the kill. Sometimes you just gotta back up and let your team secure that kill.
You gotta trust your team.
Team's on full health. Yeah, you really do. Your team's on full health. You know that cat is not getting away with the Jax and a Nunu there. Why just go back in on excuse me, that Akali? Like, that wasn't ideal. That turned a power play of 4v5 into a 4v4. Wait out for the mid laners to come back up.
Now, here's the play. They picked up Elder. They picked up Baron all around the same time. I think Elder lasts for 3 minutes. Baron lasts for 5. So they're going to have a 2-minute window where they have a true power play. Having this Elder, they could shred tanks. They already have a comp that, is good at shredding tanks. But they just have that much shred with that added burn.
You do have to look at the fact that SGT does have all their GAs up again. Nocturne's got his GA up, Kali's got hers, and so does Vayne. So that is definitely going to play a huge role in the next team fight. They're definitely going to have to capitalize on that by shutting them down as soon as they come back up off their GAs. We do see what I believe is an elixir on... I do believe that's an elixir on Alpha Moon. No, correction. That is the Mark of Elders. My bad. Definitely thought he looks bigger though, but there is no Trail of Iron.
It looks like a Trail of Iron.
That's what I assumed. Alpha Moon getting chunked here. Looks like they're gonna have to back to go ahead and deal with those.
They just gotta back. They gotta stop greeting for it back in lane.
And here's that huge ult combo we've seen before. The Galio follow up with his own. They're just having trouble shredding down this Nunu. So the redemption coming out. That is going to be the cast that falls, and they do got to back off this fight because they no longer have the damage to sustain it. Katarina going in, getting knocked out. Taunted. Jax coming in for the 1v5. He goes ahead and takes down Nocturne. He jumps under the Vayne. He cannot get to her. He's going to take down the Shen. He's going to take down the...
This Jax made 1v9 this game with the late game team fight.
In that fight, Akali trying to flash away, get away from this Jax, but
and
there
that's
is no
exactly what you were talking about with the Jax playing cleanup control janitor, and it's the same thing I was talking about with the Wit's End, where he just wouldn't die without being focused.
So big, very strong buy from Jax with the Wit's End. Playing this exactly how he should have with the cleanup detail.
Can they end? That's the questioning. Can they end this game?
They have the death timers.
They should be able
has
to.
the power burst.
Like, there's no reason for them not to end here.
Emily just needs to. They just need to end. They just need to go for it.
No, I knew they went bot. That's a really bad call.
They definitely just need to push
What
this
are they
mid.
doing?
Not sure why.
What are they doing? Oh my god. I mean, they get 3 inhibs, but they're not even gonna get the 3rd inhib.
Yeah, Direwolf again. Direwolf plays very safe in these 5v5 matchups when he should be playing more aggressive. They definitely should have gone for the end there, if not at least the 3rd inhib. They had the dead timers. Direwolf not going in when he should.
So, yes, they won a team fight. Yes, they didn't. Macroly just fucked up again, but the GAs are down, and that's going to play a huge part because now when you send in that Jax, he doesn't have to worry about killing the Vayne twice, killing the Akali twice. He just needs to focus them down one by one and doesn't have to remember in the back of his head who he just killed and when does he have to kill them again. As well as the GA on their side is up now. So they have GA advantage into this next fight. With the inhibiting spawning. Oh, they saw him, but didn't see him and didn't react quick enough. Emily takes down half of Alpha Mo's health. Jax looks like he's gonna go split put shop. And can the Vayne and Akali 1v2 him? They might catch Vayne. And it's not gonna be enough. Jax is being focused down. Jax is gonna go down. Where's Katarina? Katarina is now rotate. What is Kai'Sa and Katarina doing? What are you two doing? Why are you not grouped?
Just fucking end the game, Kai'Sa, Katarina, please.
Why is the Kai'Sa and Katarina not grouped? Why are you guys not grouped? You win team fights.
They could have just ended the game bot lane.
They might lose her. Katarina makes a great play, taking down all the health bars. Doesn't secure a kill, but definitely forces them to back. Katarina goes in. Kaisa cleaning up, and they 2v3 under tower. 2v4 if you count the one who ran. Now imagine if they had that in a team fight. They would have ended. Baron's up. Elder spawning again. Do you think they swap objectives? What do you think's the play here? Kaisa definitely could solo that dragon. She could run there now before they could even react to it.
Well, their death timers are really longer. They got Jax, Nunu, and Kai, and Karma up, so they could definitely get both in.
It looks like they're going for Elder. They're going to start Elder. I think that's the right call for this team. You don't need the power to push this late in the game. You just want more damage. You want to be able to shred those tanks, and you want to be able to just find a win or catch people out. And I think this is a great call for them. They are pinging. They know they're there. And I just think they're going to get it uncontested. And they could... Do they go Baron? What do you think, Tyler? Do you go Baron and take both objectives, or do you think it's enough to just walk it down?
I think it's enough just to walk it down. But looks like that's what they're gonna do.
You know, whichever call they make, I will think, as long as they commit as 5, if they decide as 5 to go for Baron. Oh wait,
Katarina's TPing in. Shen's TPing in.
they're going for the back door.
They have no minions. I don't know what they're thinking.
Why are you not focusing on Baron? Like your team, they're going for the back door. You gotta get those in base.
They could just push it down the blue team's fucking base though. Like,
they use both their TPs for a single inhib, but I don't think that's enough. If they catch these two, it's gonna... We'll see what they do. They don't have the best fishing right now, but they will see them running away. No, they might be able to, like, slip away from all vision. Galio ults away to live. Katarina's gonna get in range. Galio can stop him from jumping away as he goes down. And this could be the game. A 51-minute game so far. The longest game we've seen. TSM and SGT going back and forth. Jax goes in. Not taking damage. As they're gonna melt the Kali. They're gonna go all in. They take down the tower. They're gonna take the base. And TSM with the game 2 win. A 52-minute win. The longest game we've seen.
No.
And that is how you play League of Legends. And they figure a way out to protect.
TSM.
TSM could have honestly ended that game a very long time ago. I feel like they just weren't playing like aggressive macro league when they should. But I mean, as long as like the end is the same. That was just a really long game when it didn't have to be. 105k gold on the side of SGT. TSM closing out there, almost 10k gold down. Alright, so first thoughts on that game, or end thoughts on that game.
All I have to say is, you gotta finish out the game. You can't drag out the game that much longer. First game. They have real chances at the game. That was a really good comeback from TSM.
The second penta of the season.
I think
Going over to Marine Sniper.
I do think the first penta was on 10 mines. Is that correct? Did the 10 mines get the first penta?
I'm not sure.
No, they did get the first penta kill, and I don't even know if it counts because it was a Smurf player who got it.
I'm not sure when that was.
I think the biggest Pike player is from CG, but I don't know if it was CG.
That's who I think it was. That's who I think it was. I know we got pentakilled on NL by someone on Pike. They were already ahead and they came in with like the cleanup crew and we got pentakilled. I'm not sure who that was by.
Alright, so side selection. They're asking how it works going into the game 3. Normally it's given to the home team. So how do we want to do this as 2 staff members are in here?
You said how we're gonna do going into game 3.
Yeah.
I say
We can.
honestly, I'm gonna have to give it to like the team that won faster, cause that was just a really drawn out game, and I feel like when they won, SGT was just a lot more like coordinated in the win. They knew what they had to do to win, even though they made some throws. I feel like the faster game 1 or faster won game should get game 3, in my opinion.
Oh wait, I'm not even. I'm in the wrong spot. Let me get you in here, Des.
I'm gonna go talk to my team real quick.
All right.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes, or for the game
That's
starts.
fine.
And then congratulations
Coaches
on
do have 5 minutes after games to talk to teams, so you could have five. Well, we give it 7, so technically you have 7 minutes to go talk to them before we want to start the next game up. If you want to stay in there during draft, you could. So you could be in there for up to like 15 minutes realistically. So however long you need.
All right.
So I have a question for you. Now, I think Red Side won game 1 and game 2, and it looks like SGT wants Blue Side. Do you think they could be planning something, or do you think it's just Do you think it's just? Do you think they feel like they could win on Blue Side, or do you just think it's a little
I
like
think
weird that they're gonna go to the losing side of both games?
I think they want it so that their top laner can play safer against Direwolf, who, as we know from watching both games, was a huge part in both games. Even though they lost game 1, he still almost managed to solo, though he did throw at the end. Blue side is the safer side on top side, so that could be what they're trying to play around. They're trying to play around top more. Now they did start punishing him with the Nocturne Shen ulti combo. I feel like that's what they could be looking for more, to play around like shutting him down early. That's why they're trying to put him on the side with the tri push. But yeah, we'll see. They definitely got to do something about Direwolf, because he has a way of just 1v9ing the mid game to give his team a chance to catch back up and then just scale like monsters. So we'll see.
We are headed into game 3. We got Silver Scrapes playing. We're looking for a good one. 2 great games. Little sloppy by the macro from TSM, but it looks like their team fighting is just dominant.
I mean, yeah, I do agree with that statement. They did just clean up several fights. Honestly, I feel like SGT, the side of SGT, is kind of throwing these fights away. They're engaging when they shouldn't. They're not focusing down who they should. Because I don't know if you were paying attention that last game, SGT let Jax just jump onto their backline like 2 games in a row. I mean, 2 team fights in a row. You're not going to win a team fight if your Vayne is just getting dove by Jax over and over and y'all aren't responding. I feel like they get too caught up on the fact that Nunu's so low. Their front line will stick to Nunu and just let Jax run rampant in their backline. Or Katarina will ult onto their front line and they'll let Jax just jump the backline. Like, they need to lock down Direwolf, take him out of the fight, and then take Darkness along with him. But I do agree they definitely need to shut down Direwolf early. Because he's just running rampant in the mid game and just letting his team back in. They can shut down Direwolf early and keep him shut down. I honestly feel like it's just going to be an easy game to the side of SGT.
Oh, that's Tyler. I'm sorry, I thought you were Mitch.
Alright, can the stream see my messages if I message you on Discord?
No, not right now.
Alright, I need to tell you something.
Meanwhile, the picks
Actually, if you
bans are
could,
going to go underway.
just send me okay right now, just to make sure. Just send me like any message.
SGT
Okay,
is
no,
going to go
they
ahead and
can't.
put away
They
that
can't see it.
Darius. TSM is not going to even give the Kaisa a chance to get picked up first by SGT. They're just going to go ahead and ban away the Kaisa this game. Garen getting taken out too. They don't want to give him the Garen. So again, they're playing into keeping Direwolf down. We'll see if the Katarina ban is going to come out this game, as that is Darkness's one trick. As SGT's on their last ban, TSM going to go ahead and ban away that Echo as well. Went on the last ban from SGT for the first round of bans. And honestly, yep, exactly what I expected out of them, putting away that Katarina, but they match it with the Kali ban. And we're gonna go ahead and go into the first pick from the side of SGT. SGT taking away that Jack's top, not giving it to TSM, as they know that's probably the first pick Direwolf's going to go for this game. They don't want to deal with it, so they're just going to go ahead and pick it up themselves so they couldn't ban it out. Direwolf is going to be on that Mordekaiser though, as he's been practicing him a lot in draft and solo duo. TSM going to go ahead and pick up Fizz for their mid laner. Now, how does SGT respond to, how does Echo respond to the Fizz coming out of Darkness?
Now, Darkness, he did tell me he likes to play Fizz. They did bad in Katarina. They felt like Katarina was cancer. They leave Master Yi up, but SGT does not take it. They don't have first pick, so they take away the Kaisa. I think that was a smart ban. Really smart ban.
Very smart.
Irelia, if that's the pick if that's the counter for Fizz. Now, here's the thing I'm seeing. SGT, they have Jax, Irelia. Both could abuse Wit's End. Mordekaiser, Fizz, both heavily affected by Wit's End. We could maybe see something here. All games have gone late game, so picking those fighters is a really good idea. I just think Lucian, I think that's where you're gonna go wrong. Like, every game's going late game. You want a hyper scaling ADC. I don't know if Lucian was the best call here. We'll see what TSM picks. Rammus!
They are going to go ahead and pick
That's
the Rob.
a smart, a great pick
good.
to counter
Big
that
pick.
Irelia Jackson Lucian.
Huge pick coming out of TSM with the Ramis. Also one of the most played champs by their jungler. Very big pick.
They're going to take away that Master Yi just so they can't flex around. They want to force the jungler on that Jax, it looks like. I don't know what else they're going to ban, but Darius, Garen, and Katarina, all priority bans.
They might go ahead and ban away that Karma. As Emily's actually, she was actually a pretty dominant force last game with that Karma pick. And in game 1. No ban coming out of SGT. Probably a mistake.
It was a Karma ban in chat. They are saying Karma banned. So it looks like they're forcing Emily off something else. I'd like to maybe see Emily pick up Yumi.
Just waiting off of the second ban to come out of TSM. And it does look like it's going to be the Evelyn here. Just to make sure, more than likely, they can't send that Jax top.
We'll see what their next ban is, as that is for sure a Yumi ban. Or not Yumi, sorry. A Brand and Karma throwing 2 bans at Emily.
Now, we are definitely going to have to see what Emily's going to go ahead and pick here. With both Brand and Karma getting chunked on the second set of bans here. What does she do? What does she go into Lucian?
Into Lucian, I would probably go a Lulu or Nami. You don't need to play aggressive into that, as you could pick up a bot lane that outscales. Emily in chat saying, wow, you gotta ban my champs. And they do pick up Alawi, meaning that's a Mordekaiser jungle. Wait,
I'm not sure they
they
meant
don't
to pick
have an
up a Lowry
ADC.
there.
I'm gonna see in chat what they say, because that could have been a...
I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a Nami
That
ban.
was a
No, that
Jin.
was
They
Jin.
did
That
pick Jin.
was a Jin pick. That was a
Again,
Jin
that's a
pick.
little troll into Irelia Jax.
Hmm.
I don't know. Like,
Very interesting.
you had 2 games that went late game, and you're gonna pick... You're not gonna pick...
Silas pick here. Is that a Silas jungle by any chance?
It could be. Jax could jungle. If you have balls, Irelia could jungle. Irelia could mid. Jax could mid. Silas could mid. They could all top. They have 3 flex picks, but I think most likely, their top laner again is an ADC main or a mid lane main. So I think it could be a Silas
That
top.
is a Silas top, which would be a pretty nice pick in a Mordekaiser, considering he gets that magic every time he dashes in. And that dash would help him evade the Mordekaiser Qs, which obviously hit like trucks, especially with that passive chipping away at you. So yeah, this is going to be a Lucian Braum bot into a Jin Nami. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, so um, it's real tricky. I think the Lucian Braum, it's a really strong lane for sure. Level 2, like they're level 2 to 3, really strong. They can look for early kills. That Nami Jin, if she throws bubble and Braum throws up shield, if it hits any part of the shield, he gets bubbled. So yes, he could stop the bubble for his Lucian, but he will still get knocked up, and that will lead to an easy Jin route, with empowered auto attacks and that heal coming out from the Nami. If Braum's taking all that free harass, I don't think Lucian's gonna be able to make up for it. I think it's a really tricky lane to judge. The Lucian Braum can get an all-in, whereas the Nami and Jin, they could chain CC and they could win trades.
Now we do got to talk for a sec. If that is a Jax jungle, it's going to be very, very, very hard for this Jin to do anything in a team fight because he's going to drop back to ult, but Jax obviously can just jump on him and shut him down with his stun. How's the team fight look here? What do you think should both sides should be doing in the team fights or looking for in these team fights?
So let me pull up the picks again. So in these team fights, I want to see like you want to start with the front line, the engage. I feel like both comps have a really good engage. Mordekaiser could pull people into him. Fizz could land a shark. Or Rammus could just roll in there. Nami tidal wave could come out. Alawi really can't get engaged. And when you look at the other side, Jax could find a backline. Irelia could R the front line and make her way backline. Braum could R in. Silas could steal any of their ults and go in. I feel like in terms of engage, I think TSM would have a stronger engage. I think their comp is meant to all in. To stop the engage, again, the same abilities Braum are, Nami are, both for really good for disengaging. Braum shield could knock away the Nami. Braum shield could...
That is going to be Echoologist on the Silas, so it does look like an Aurelia top and a Silas mid.
Braum shield can block the entire tidal wave, which is completely bullshit. But he could do that. So I feel like both teams have a good engage. I feel like maybe engaging into TSM would be a little harder, as that Mordekaiser wants people to engage to him. Rammus would prefer to just be able to, not take harass trying to get onto someone. And we all know Alawi, engaging on her is really hard, because once she clicks R, she's going to be getting so much lifesteal from it. So I think both team comps could be strong at fighting. I just think SGT T1 has a stronger 5v5.
Yeah, I agree. That is gonna go ahead and be a Jin pick though, instead of the Alawi.
Oh, wait, I'm
So,
slow. So, yeah, that
so
takes it back.
what is Jin ult playing to this?
Jin, where does he play into it? I think he has to position super safe. That Silas, that Jax, that Irelia, all will lock him down.
I don't really think he's gonna have much value in a team fight coming from his ult, because like you said, Aurelia can R the front line and make her way to the back line. Jax can obviously jump onto the back line with his stun. Silas can dive in with his dash. And gap closers. Like I feel like SGT, all they got to do is like jump on a Jin, uh, and probably just lock down this Fizz, and they should have these team fights. Now, who does Mordekaiser want to take away from the fight?
Irelia. 100% Irelia. Let me explain why. Um, he
Not Nirali, I mean.
if Irelia R's and Jax R's, or not Jax Mordekaiser, she loses her R. She loses her resets. So if she R's and Mordekaiser instantly pulls her, she loses all of her resets. She can't use her resets. And Irelia, if they're even, or if she's not, like, if she's not super far ahead, Mordekaiser will win that 1v1 every time. Irelia just can't kite around. There's nothing for her to Q2. She can't get to minions. She's relying solely on her MS, and it's just not enough to get away from that Mordekaiser. And again, she loses her resets because Mordekaiser R is just completely stupid. Please buff my champion, Riot. But yes, I think that's the ideal person to ult. Maybe the Lucian, but I just feel like if you ult the Lucian, they still have a ton of damage for that team fight. So I think you got to take out that Irelia, and you just got to nuke her down fast and force her to lose her resets, because that's the biggest part of her kit.
I don't know. To be fair, Guilty Sparks is not the biggest player on the side of SGT. I feel like the
I
one
agree
they
on
should
that
be
one.
focusing to take out is Echoologist, who is undoubtedly one of the best, if not the best, mid laner in the league at the moment. Especially with Silas having so much variability. Like he can just take anyone's ult. He can play it anyway. He can take Mordekaiser's, take like Fizz out of the fight. He can take Fizz's ult. That's a good engage. He could take Jin's ult. He can back up and use it to support his team in their fight. He really just has like the most. He's probably going to be the biggest wild card in the fight here because he could honestly take anyone's ult here. He could even take Nami's ult and just like tidal wave the entire team, and then his team can just follow up by diving their ADC or mid laner. So I feel like the one to take out of the fight, whether you're ahead or not, or he's ahead or not, is definitely going to be Echoologist here. Because as we know, he does some pretty insane plays, especially when he gets these champs he's good on. And on Silas, who can just be such a monster in team fights and never die, I definitely feel um, he should take out the Silas and hopefully try to beat him in the shadow roaming. Obviously, get some stats, but if not, just at least give his team time to burst down this Aurelia, burst down this Jax, jump on the Lucian, and just do something before this Silas comes back into the team fight. Because, like I said, he can get so massive, especially mid game, and just never die. So let's talk about the jungle matchup. What do you see coming out of the jungle matchup here?
Let's see. That jungle, you have Rammus and the Jax. Definitely. If Rammus gets ahead, he's gonna be so annoying for that Jax, for that Irelia, for that Lucian. He's just gonna be in there. He's gonna be annoying as fuck. But again, on the flip side, if that Jax gets ahead, we saw what Jax could do last game. We saw Direwolf go from pure split pushing to a garbage like janitor in team fights, 1v5 and knocking down 3 GAs in a single team fight and still getting all 8 kills, as I could say. Yes, his team picked up some, so he didn't get the penta. Um, I think if they respect the Jax, if they respect Alphamo as a player, I don't see him getting a huge lead. The first game went to 38 minutes, game 2 went to 52 minutes, so I do predict this game to go late game. Rammus is going to be really good tanky late game, and Jax is just going to be a monster late game. So I feel like that matchup's going to be who gets ahead or who respects the jungler more on the opposing the the opposition. I could say it, but we good.
And let's go ahead and take a look at these rune pages here, or runes, and see what we got going here. Pretty standard runes. Do note that aftershock on the Silas gonna make him very, very tanky jumping into these team fights. Jumping in, diving into the enemy team. What else do we got here? We do see Electrocute coming out on a Fizz, so he's definitely gonna have a lot.
Yeah, I think runes
damage
again.
like Fizz does.
As you said, standard runes for all players. I think Jin. I don't know if you take Fleet Footwork anymore. Again, I haven't played Jin in a while. But let's see. I thought it was like. I thought you take. Yeah, you. Huh. I guess it's just all around right now. Dark Harvest, Fleet, Electrocute. I always
Due
thought
to
you
the
took
pause coming out.
Calibrate.
Not
Oh,
sure
an
what's going on
emergency.
here. An
Someone's had an
emergency.
emergency. Um, I am gonna mute stream real quick and join and just see if everything's okay. Oh. Okay. So we did see. You guys probably saw in Twitch chat. Guilty had to rush to the hospital. Emergency. So I don't know what's gonna be going on with this game. What do we do in this situation?
I definitely restart the game and give them a chance to get a sub in.
Yeah, I think we give them a sub. Um, I'd never
Yeah.
watch Ninja. Okay, so someone's telling me to watch Ninja. Here's the thing with Ninja. Alright, I used to be big into watching professional Halo, and Ninja was a huge shit talker, and he was one of the better players, but he was a huge shit talker, and it was easily you either liked him or hated him, and I was on the side of hating him. 15
I
minutes?
honestly don't think he's gonna be back. Yeah, if he had to rush his wife to the hospital, he's probably
Yeah,
not gonna
I'm
be
gonna
15
be
minutes.
honest here. If you guys can contact him, this game's
Yeah,
not as important as his fucking wife.
yeah,
If he,
definitely
I'm just
don't
gonna
make
say
it feel
this:
like he has to rush
if
back.
he has to stay at the hospital, find a sub. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
I'll fucking sub. Like, I'll go sub for you
You
guys. Like,
guys,
honestly,
you guys lose a game, you lose a game. So what? Like that shit's way more important. I'm gonna tell anyone this: anything that happens IRL, 100% more important than this game. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like whatever happened, this game is not as important as IRL. Like that's his wife, so
yeah, 100%.
I'd realistically rather just see you guys say fuck it. Like we'll play handicaps, we lose, but that's something serious. And like I
Yeah,
said,
because that's
the way I see it, it's a
like,
normal season game. It's whatever.
yeah, it's not even like the playoffs. Not to say that the playoffs are more important than anyone's family, but
Yeah, playoffs aren't more important than anyone's life. All right.
just want to note that if you do have an emergency in real life, please do not feel obligated to play these games. Like, oh, like it happened to me in a couple of season games. My son will something will be wrong with my son, or he'll start crying. I'll be like, all right, I gotta go real quick, guys. Sorry, and I'll take off. It's like, do not feel anything that happens in this league is more important than real life. Like, obviously, don't be a piece of shit and be like, oh, well, a new show came out on Netflix. Sorry, team. But like, if it's something like this, don't be like, oh, guys, all right, I'll go drop my wife off at the hospital and be back in 15 minutes. Like, dude, just go take care of your shit. Don't worry about this. Yeah, honestly, I recommend for
You
the
want
database,
you want to go talk to
someone just
SGT about
contact
it?
him.
I'm gonna mute Discord because whatever's going on, it's
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna
our
go. I'm gonna go
business.
talk
It's
to them
not your
like right
business.
now.
Let me
Obviously,
let me
yeah.
mute my shit right now. All right.
All right,
Um.
we good? Yo, hello, guys.
Yo. Yes. Kind of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I can sub for you guys in the top. Yeah, like that's real world important shit. Like, not a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, like that. That's very yeah. Definitely, one of you guys should contact him. Like, I don't have any of his personal shit, but someone should contact him. Let him know, like, hey, that's your fucking wife, man. Take care of her. Stay with her at the hospital. Obviously, don't leave her to come back and play like one game of League of Legends. You know, like that's some that's some real shit. Like, go take care of that. Just when he, if you guys could let him know that, like,
Yeah, wait. Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're perfectly okay with it.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not even playoffs. Like, what the hell? We're okay with that, but then how are we gonna do a remake? All champions already set. Would he play Irelia?
I vote for the same picks and bans.
yo, what's up? Um,
Because it's
yeah, I
tough
really
now.
don't.
To that.
They'll ban Mordekaiser if we remake the whole thing.
Yeah.
Would I be allowed to pick another champion? Same picks and bans, but another champion other than Aurelia.
That just literally depends on the champion because that would be unfair. Because then you
I'd
could
probably pick
counter.
Aatrox. I'd probably pick Aatrox. That's like the only other champ I play that wasn't banned.
I don't
Yeah,
know
but
if
he
we.
hard counters Mordekaiser.
I could play Urgot to Mordekaiser.
That's why this is so weird. Like maybe we can postpone
Yeah.
this game. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Honestly, we could.
That's weird. I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I think Irelia was first pick. Wait, no, Irelia was second pick.
Yeah, they were first pick. They were first pick, so they picked
Jax
Irelia.
is-
They
I
picked
thought
Jax first.
Yeah, they first picked Jax, and then you guys picked Mordekaiser, and I think Fizz.
Yeah.
And they picked Aurelia.
Lucian,
No, Aurelia Lucian.
and then we pick Rammus.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just really weird and awkward situation.
Yeah.
Is Irelia a counter pick to?
Oh no. No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
what I'm saying.
it's unfair to just remake it and have a different chance.
He also has like they were also telling me he has like kids, so it'd be kind of fucked up to like, hey, your mom's in the hospital.
And like that's I mean that is serious. Let's
Yo, honestly, would it work for you if I just gave you like a pick between like 3 top laners, and then you just picked one to go
I mean,
against?
I don't care. It's up to you.
Oh. What were the picks?
I think he's a gold too.
Yeah.
Silver 2.
Oh, he's wait. He's in our chat. Oh, yes.
Jesse, can you hear us?
Check this one. Go down. Get these ones again. Yeah. He's the only player I'm worried about is Direwolf. Holy shit. He's the only player I'm worried about is Direwolf. Holy shit. He's the only player I'm worried about. Like Darkness got shit on in lane. Holy shit. Twice in the game. Like, Darkness got shit on in lane. Holy shit. Twice in the game. Like, Darkness got shit on in lane.
Wait, Echo, we hear an echo.
Yo, they can hear you. Yeah, they can hear. They can't hear you. You muted your microphone, but we can hear the fucking team.
All right, sorry for the wait. The staff
How's it
team,
going, guys?
we're just figuring some stuff out. The game will be resuming shortly. Some of the stuff got a little messed up. It wasn't an emergency like we were led on to believe it was. It was just something where his wife was stuck somewhere and he had to go pick her up. And yes, you know, sure it sucks you have to pause it, but that's still an emergency. That's still something that has to get done. Can't just leave her stranded somewhere. Like a lot of people ask about rules about pausing. Really, the only rule we have is real life is more important than this fucking game.
Yeah, for sure. As a player representative, I just want to let everyone know watching the stream. Never feel obligated to the league or to your team to put any of that stuff over like your real world situation, family, friends, emergencies. Don't ever feel obligated to play this game over like taking care of your family, getting to work, uh, getting sleep. Like definitely don't like fuck with your own health or mental health to like make these games and play these games. If you can't be up as late because like for whatever reason you got to get sleep, or you're like being forced by like your parents or whatever, like hey bedtime's now kid, like any of that stuff, let us know because we'd love to work with y'all to make it optimal for y'all to play. We don't want to feel like y'all have to choose this over like getting sleep for work or school, uh doing this over going to your fucking job or school, uh neglecting like friends and family to play this game. Like if you got to take like a day off or you can't make a game, let someone know ahead of time and we can work with you to like reschedule. Like Fox, do we not like reschedule an entire series
We
last
reschedule.
week?
We reschedule. I want to say the first last week alone, we completely rescheduled 3 games. Two of the games were rescheduled due to the hurricane down south. Like I said, one game was just rescheduled because one player just felt like they couldn't make that day. A great example is Ward of the Bush. Their ADC can't come till late, so we schedule most of their games late if the team's okay with it. So as he said, we will reschedule any game if it doesn't work out for you. Like we're not even supposed to play. Like today's Monday, we're supposed to be on the next week's schedule, but we just pushed the schedule back so both these teams could come and play today. So as he was saying, anything at all, if you have plans with friends, if you have work, school, if you just want to sleep, I don't care. Let us know, and we'll work something out for you.
Yeah, because I know like one player, I won't say who or bring you up on stream, but like one player came to me and they're like, yeah, it's just been exhausting lately. And I'm like, what? Making practices or like that? And like I've been staying up like my whole team's on like the West Coast and I'm like on the East Coast and I've been staying up like till like 2, 3 in the morning to make team practices. And I got to get up for school like 6:37. And I was like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Let someone know because they've been doing that like 4 or 5 days a week, killing themselves, not getting any sleep so that they can make the team practices. And like I also wanted to like put it on like the team captains. Like not everyone's gonna make every practice. Like straight up, not everyone's gonna make every practice or game. That's just something you gotta like accept. And like you just gotta work with your team. Like the Armageddon team captain made a straight up like survey to see when his team can play and stuff, and to work with that schedule. And team captains just gotta take that initiative to ask their players like, hey man, I don't want you to feel obligated to make this time or play here. Like
Yeah.
you'll get kicked off the team if you don't. Like figure out when your players can play and what works best for them.
Yeah,
Cause
something I
like
also want to bring up
yeah,
is I will bring this player's name up, Eagle Cop. I'm sure you guys saw the announcement today where he swapped to coach. At first he wanted to quit the league. He made a huge post about it in our Snapchat group, saying that he doesn't want to play anymore. He's just burning himself out because school's starting up for him, and he's going out with friends every night, and he just doesn't see league being beneficial. So instead of quitting the league, I said, yo, if you want to be a coach, if you feel like, he basically said he's getting burned out of league in general, because we all know CG when they first started, they were practice all day, every day. and now he just burned himself out. So like I said, don't like. It's fun to win, yes. It's always fun to go on a VOD doing well, shitting on your opponent, but it's I promise you, it's so much more worth to take care of your mental health. And I feel like if Eagle Cop, one of the most committed players in the league, could step away and say, hey, I'm burning myself out, this isn't what I need anymore, any player in the league, any problem, like the player we brought up before, player A, where he's practicing on the East Coast late times to work out with his team, you know, I'm not sure who that player is. I didn't get that message, but if you're in a situation like that, come to me. I'll find you a team who fits your time more optimal if you would like. If you're okay with, working something different out or practicing on your own time and coming along with the teams, that works too. All the people on the East Coast, I am going to try starting to schedule games earlier. I know there's a lot of yous now, so I am taking you guys into consideration more. I'm trying to get games started earlier. We just may not get a VOD of it, but I'd rather you be able to play than for us to record that game, if that makes sense. You guys' mental health, your physical health is a lot more important than me recording your game for you guys to rewatch on a VOD.
Yeah, and like I said, I know some games of ours BFogs can't make. Anyone can, like, you don't have to have it officially streamed by the league every time. Like, I know, like, our game last night or a couple nights ago, BFog's gonna make, so I'm like, okay, and I just streamed it myself for everyone. Like, you don't always have to have these. Don't ever feel like you got to stay up late or like stall games out so that they can be officially streamed. Like if the teams are there on time and like for whatever, because like BFogs isn't like 100% on the computer on the time. He's got a life too. He's got things he has to do, emergencies that come up. He's not going to be able to make every game, stream every game, make a VOD of every game. So players should honestly be able to like stream themselves. Don't don't wait for Fogs is what I'm saying. Like if he can't make it, don't be like, oh well, let's just postpone it an hour so he can get home and like stream it. Like don't be afraid to just stream it yourself. Like no one's gonna give a shit if you drop your own Twitch channel and like the chat and like stream the game. They're still gonna come watch it. You'll still have the VOD of it. Like play these games. Not every game has to be streamed. As for those wondering about the 1v1 tournament, because I've been getting some DMs about it, it's postponed for now until next weekend just because, like, a lot of it, like, the schedules were just, like, not working for a lot of people. I got stuck with work last minute yesterday, so I couldn't even, like, run any of it because all that shit's on the computer at home. Yeah, so it's going to pick up where we left off next Friday, and hopefully it'll run a bit smoother. So what we're probably gonna have instead from now on is instead of a weekend long tournament, it's gonna be on like a Friday night, probably before the streamed game for that night,
I have a
and we're
question for
just
you as well when you're done.
yes. Okay.
I told you the situation I ran into. Again, I don't care that I lost that way. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it, but I did get reports of that same player did it to the person who played before me, and if he does the same thing to the player who he plays after me, I think that that's something we should, like look
Yeah,
into or give him a
that
warning
is
about.
something.
Because I did call him out during my game, and I told him I don't care that you did it, but I like other players who are, who are putting more. I was there for fun. If other players are there to win and put effort into it, and they're being cheated, like even if they don't know they're being cheated, it's still wrong. And I just feel like that's something that.
Yeah, no, I already decided when you told me about that, I already decided, even though I acted nonchalant about it, I already made a rule about it that I'm going to instate like the next time we pick these up. I do want to point out the timer is ticking down. We're at 3 minutes and 40 seconds
Oh,
left
we're
for
3 minutes
the
delay, so I'm
boss.
gonna tell them to pause it right away.
He's pulling up in like 1 minute. Okay, no, he's pulling up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna. Hey, you guys have permission to repause it right away.
Really?
Yeah, like if the pause timer goes out, just pause it again.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. He said he's on his way up.
Yeah, that's fine. Like that's fine. If you need like 10, if you need one more minute, just repause it. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Alright, I was telling SGT, since we have a 3-minute delay, they're probably at like 10 seconds. So I told them just repause it if he's like almost home, so he doesn't have to play from behind.
Okay.
But yeah, did you decide what we're doing with that player? Like, is he still gonna play? Or are you just gonna give whoever he's playing
So
next like a bye?
I'm gonna contact him.
Oh,
And let him know.
just so you know, I uploaded the wrong video to YouTube. It was supposed to be a TSM VOD, TSM NL Game 3. And I accidentally uploaded the VOD of what happened. And like, I am explaining what happened in like the 59-second clip of what he was doing.
TSM versus NL?
Yeah, it's up, it says
Did we play them?
Yeah, you guys went to Game 3, I think.
When was that?
A few nights ago, I think.
No.
Let me see. Let me go to my YouTube channel. Because I uploaded a video. It was the wrong video. Unless it was NLPD. It might have been NLPD.
Yeah, we played PD. We played PD.
Because I uploaded the wrong video. Yeah. It's NL versus PD. I'll link it to you separately. Because it's me explaining what he was doing. To the 1v1, he put some in spectators so he could see who we're hovering to pick. And his ass is waiting for me to lock in. So I'm just going to hover Ivern.
No, but yeah.
That's the clip of what he was doing. I don't know why I posted the wrong video to YouTube because I can't, for some reason, after I record them through Steam Labs, I can't watch them again until I upload it. Which is really weird. But yeah, like that, I do have a video of what was going on because I started recording once I figured out what he was doing. Because I've done a lot of 1v1s. I've joined a few 1v1 tournaments. So I could recognize when people are trying to pull something off like that.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna let the player know, like, before their next game. Especially because the tournament's, like, paused right now. Like, hey, here's what you were doing. I don't know if you were trying to do this or not, but it definitely seemed that way. Especially with the picks that came out. So, yeah, from now, I already decided I'm gonna make it to where people can't, the lobby is enjoyable to certain people. And,
He
I'm
had
gonna
his
issue this player
friend
one.
spectator before he even invited me.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna make it to where you're not allowed to have spectators. Like if they want to spectate, they can spectate by like
Joining the
clicking
team.
on your name. Yeah. Like they're not allowed to like be spectating before the like, champ select starts.
Or here's the thing, here's like what came up to me was when I did 1v1s, if you wanted a spectator, we just threw you on that team. And he said,
Yeah,
here you go.
that's what I did whenever I 1v1 tournament.
But like when you're in the actual spectator tool, you get to see both, like you see who both people are hovering. And
no pause coming out here. I don't know if you're paying attention, but there's no pause
yeah.
coming out
So
here.
the game is starting up. That player did tell me. Yeah, he's back. That player did tell me, he's like when I called it out, he was like, when I called him out for it, he did tell me, he was like, oh no, what do you mean? That's not how it works. So he was trying to play it dumb, so that's how I knew it, like, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Because, like, if realistically, he'll be like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Instead, he just tried to be like, that's not how it works. How are you gonna tell me how it works? I'm not stupid. Anyways, we have Game 3 started finally after a 30-minute break.
Do you see the vision line coming out here? Like we talked about, both teams getting that vision line right away. Kind of breaking it up a bit here.
Bot lane,
all right.
really.
Well, people have probably forgotten what the hell we talked about, so let's talk about these matchups again. Let's start with the top lane. What do you see coming out of top lane?
So top lane, again, that Mordekaiser into Irelia are. Irelia is a huge counter simply because when they enter the Dark Realm, she loses all resets. So if she throws her R and gets 5 resets and pulls in, she loses them all. If she stuns someone and Mordekaiser brings her into the death realm, even if she stuns Mordekaiser and pulls her into the death realm, she loses her resets. So you want to play, if Irelia engages with her R, with her E, she just loses her resets and she can't fight anymore. So I think it's
Now-
really one-sided towards the Mordekaiser.
During that pause, I did go ahead and talk to the team, and they did. They picked Mordekaiser first pick this game because they know the enemy top laner doesn't play, and we are gonna see first blood.
Oh,
Almost.
this Fizz
Ecological
pick,
is
something.
very close to dying here to the Fizz. Has to burn the flash to stay alive. Very interesting coming out of what is arguably like the best mid laner in the league right now. Almost dying there and burning for his blood. He's gonna live though. Going back on to what I was saying earlier though. I was talking to TSM and they said they actually picked this Mordekaiser first pick because they know the enemy top laner has no counter picks to it. Like they don't play anyone who counters Mordekaiser, and they decided to capitalize on that and give it to.
Oh, Dark with first blood. Echo misses the chains, hits a minion and goes under tower and gets punished for it. What a play! As Dr. Pepper looks like he's gonna go down to the 1v1. No help from his top or mid. As
There's a fight going on in the top lane. It looks like he's gonna back up. Guilty Sparks getting out right before the passive decided to proc there. Echoologist saying he's experienced some difficulties in his client, saying he froze 10 times that fight. Yeah, so I'm not going to take too much time on the top lane, but Direwolf says he picked the Mordekaiser first pick, specifically knowing Guilty Sparks has no answer to his Mordekaiser pick. So next we're going to go ahead and move on to the jungle because that's going to be a one-sided fight top lane. As long as this Mordekaiser don't get out CS, noting he is down over 10 CS.
They're gonna secure the
Alpha
kill mid
move.
lane with a gank.
Gonna go ahead and catch Fizz out. Both mid laners seem to be playing pretty aggressive here, not really respecting either side. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the jungle matchup next. What do you think is gonna come out of that, with Jax being ahead 1 kill at this point?
So I think at this point, TSM will be in dire need to care. They have to care. They can't allow this Jax to get a lead. They can't allow this Jax to snowball. They gotta play smart. So I feel like this Rammus, I think at this point, I think they play through mid. I think they could 2v2 topside. They could 2v2 mid. I think this Rammus needs to make plays. And I don't know if they could pause anymore from that 30-minute pause. I don't know if the client will let them. But definitely gonna be.
It is worth noting here that even before he left, Fizz up on Echoologist about 500 gold almost. Even before he left there, not sure, not seeing any pauses.
Emily with a double bubble! They're gonna go in! But Bromshield's gonna block all that damage from Jim, keeping his Lucian alive. And this game, TSM is off the gates, looking for some aggressive play, looking for these fights.
Not sure what they're gonna do here. Echoologist still AFK in base.
They do get the reconnect. I think it's unfortunate. I don't think they could. I don't think the client will allow them to pause it. We haven't really made any official rules about it.
Definitely something staff's gonna have a long talk about. How this whole emergency thing's gonna work. How players like AFK to where it won't let them pause. Ram is dying to Krugs here. Not sure what's going on there.
So
might have a bit of a connection issue too.
Darkness is gonna go down to the 1v1. Darkness!
Echoologist dying right after coming back. Very close fight there. Fizz burning ignite.
There comes a Mordekaiser. This Irelia is in trouble. She can't run, so she's gonna use her mobility to jump to a minion after it and get away.
Ram is definitely seeing this. Ram is definitely looking for a kill here. Oh, Raleigh gonna jump away to a minion. Very smart play by her. Narrowly missing the Mordekaiser E. Yeah, what turned from a bad situation to a decent one for Relia. She's just gonna go ahead and hit the minions, but she is gonna be able to get away.
Darkness not respecting Echo at all, walking up with 450 HP, farming in his face, backing in his face.
Darkness is up almost 1,000 gold on Echoologist right now. And about 25 minions.
This could be it. Mordekaiser does
He
hard. He is gonna go all in. He is gonna clean up the
but
Aurelia.
it's gonna be too late and not enough. Braum getting pretty low here in the bot lane. Both bot laners for SGT getting pretty low here. While Marine Sniper and Nami are just full health. Like this bot lane may not have produced any kills yet, but it is definitely pretty one-sided at this point.
Now I do want to note, this is the first game that Darkness is up against. Oh my God! Direwolf is going in. Aurelia just can't do anything, and this game is starting to look one-sided as TSM solo laners are dominating.
Direwolf just turning around Aurelia's TP play. Probably an overstay, but it does not matter. Aurelia just gets hard sunk by Mordekaiser in lane. Direwolf knew this and first picked Mordekaiser, and it is paying off. With the Mordekaiser being up almost 700 gold at this point. 2 kills up. And now what does SGT do to answer this? I mean,
This
is up with 2 kills. Almost 1,500 gold, narrowly missing the mark. Mordekaiser's up 2 kills. Jin just like shoving SGT's bot lane under turret constantly. For SGT, how do you answer this?
Realistically, I don't know an answer,
We're
as it
gonna see
looks
the gank
like
from the
the
mid.
gank
Ramesh
is coming
gonna come in
through.
with the Tom.
But do they have enough damage
Looking
to
him
pull him
under
down? He's gonna walk away. No! He's gonna bleed, and Jax will clean it up. And I think this is the answer that they need. Is this Jax? He is 2-0-0. They are behind, yes, but this Jax definitely could get things going.
Jax definitely needs to start ganking the lanes here and extending that lead he developed.
So, how does Mordekaiser into Jax go? Like in a 1v1 situation where they're even?
So it's going to come down to a skill matchup. If Jax can dodge his Qs and his E, Mordekaiser is basically powerless. And Jax is just going to beat him down with his lamp, and that's going to be the fight. So it's going to come down to a skill matchup if they do get into it. Especially Mordekaiser ults him. If Jax can dodge around, which Jax definitely has mobility considering he has we are going to see the kill go, we are going to see the Jhin die to the Lucian here. But as I was saying earlier, if the Jax plays around his mobility, like his leap with wards and stuff, and dodges the Q, dodges the E combo, all he has to do is stun Mordekaiser and like grind him down. So it's just going to be a skill matchup. I do think Direwolf does have the know-how on Mordekaiser to play around this and wait for him to burn his leap, wait for him to burn his stun, and then take him into the Shadow Realm, because that stun does have a pretty nice cooldown early on. So
it looks like Emily is gonna go down. She gets the flash for the kill, trying to throw that bubble, but this Lucian is now 2-0.
I want y'all to turn your attention to the CS in the jungle. Not only is Ramas down 2 kills on the Jax, Jax is also out farming Ramas. Being up almost.
Ramas is gonna get solo killed in his own jungle. Why are you going in?
It does look like he's gonna be a solo kill.
Why would you roll in?
Not the smartest play by the Ramas. And that is gonna be another camp going to the side of Alpha Moon looking for a dive here on this Jhin, waiting for his laners to shove in the wave. So smart. Rather than going in on his own, he may be able to catch Emily out here though, walking in the lane. But Emily, with the actual smart positioning, she knows Jax is in the jungle. Pay attention to the way she's walking down lane. She knows Jax is somewhere in the jungle, so she's hugging the right side of the map there, knowing he could jump over the wall. Very smart positioning by Emily walking back to lane here. And Jax knows Emily has 6 now, and the dive would be very difficult with Emily's tidal wave being up. So he's just going to go ahead and back off here and get the recall. Rom is down about 1k gold. How do you answer this? Like it seems like there's almost
Fizz is
nothing.
looking for an all-in. No, he just takes the extended trade, chunks him back down after the aftershock is gone. Very smart by Darkness to holding weight. He's going all in!
Is looking for the all-in echoologist, playing it very smart and just backing off, not letting him get that
Is
combo.
throwing
up
some
to
BM
cross out.
after dodging. They do
Yeah.
see Jax there. Gonna have to walk away. Is that Jax's one big boy?
Jax is looking for the jump on a Fizz.
He does
Now,
have as much gold.
Jax probably should have gone in there.
I don't think he had
with-
vision.
Yeah, I don't think he did either.
It looks like Jax is looking
would've-
by. They do have
Oh,
one
we are
ward.
going to see the dive in the top lane. Direwolf is going to take down Aurelia for the third time in a row.
This
Now,
Jax is coming.
Aurelia-
He's out of ward. They do see him coming. Will Emily? No, Emily's just. You can't really throw ult because the. Wait, Braum. Maybe they could have dove. Braum could block Emily's tidal wave, which would make it useless.
Now, we're almost 15 minutes in the game. Where do you play this? Mordekaiser's strong and doing well. Direwolf, I talked to him. I've played with his Mordekaiser, but he has a pretty solid Mordekaiser. He knows how to build. He doesn't go with the noob trap, all AP health items. He actually builds a pretty tanky Mordekaiser, and it's going to be a real problem later into the game, especially if he's being allowed to get ahead like this. How do you answer his SGT? Like, do you play around it, like try to shut him down?
I don't know if you could.
Do you
Like,
help your bot lane, who's already up 2-0?
Mordekaiser is really tricky to where if you gank Mordekaiser, he could just click R on the top laner. Oh, they're gonna go in, and it looks like the Jax is gonna play bot. I think this is the call they need to go.
Coming up, Emily's gonna have to use that Nami tidal wave defensively.
I
but
think
it's not
that's what
gonna
they
matter
need to do.
'cause Jax is gonna go ahead
This
and pick up
Jax
both
is
those
fed,
kills.
Lucian is fed, play through it, and that's exactly what they're doing.
I definitely agree here because come a late game team fight, Mordekaiser's only got one ult. He can only either take out the Lucian or the Jax. He can't do them both. And that's going to be real big because all they got to do is play around whichever one doesn't get taken into the Shadow Realm. And they can both honestly clean up a team fight pretty fairly well.
Fizz, half health, walking up to full HP Ecologist, still not respecting
Just no
him.
respect here. Just zero respect. Got their solo cone him almost
Rana's
3 times. I believe he
kinda
solo
just
coned him twice.
taking free damage on tower. He does hit 11. He's going to have that psychic upgrade into his ult. I don't think he can make a play. Irelia and Jax are waiting for him to go in. But Darkness, as cocky as he is playing this game, he is still playing very smart.
Now let's take a look at vision here on the map. Definitely a lot more vision from the side of TSM. Those vision scores at 15 minutes in. You got 8, you got 7, you got 10, 4. Definitely gonna catch out the Ramus in his jungle again, and Jax is just gonna get another kill onto this Ramus.
I think this Jax is big enough to 1v9. This is what you have to be afraid of. You can't
yeah,
let this
most
Jax
definitely.
get ahead. And it just looks like, again, like this has been the story of every game. The jungle difference. Dr. Pepper just getting solo killed over and over by Alphamo. It just comes to a point where you're like, what are you doing? Like, are you win trading? Oh!
Showtime, baby. Oh, and like I said, there he goes. He's gonna take the Jax into his ult. He's actually pushing Jax back. Jax is gonna have to flash away. It does look like Jax might still go down here. Alpha move.
He goes get the Jax with the
gets
shutdown gold.
Flashed after. He is gonna catch that Aurelia there. Tank that ultimate. Not sure what Lucian is thinking here. Walking up to a fed Mordekaiser. He's just gonna get creamed by him. Absolutely shredded. He's coming in to help. Direwolf just tearing their team apart.
A clean 4-for-1 for TSM as Direwolf and Darkness take this game in the matter of their own hands.
It's actually going to be a 5-for-1 there. Not sure what Sergeant T1's bot lane was thinking. Lucian walking straight up to a fed Mordekaiser that just killed someone in, like, just what were they thinking? They should have disengaged there after Jax went down. He's their win condition. Like, they should not have walked up to that Mordekaiser whatsoever. Like I said, Direwolf's a very strong Mordekaiser player. He's been practicing him a lot, knowing his Darius is probably going to get banned out every game. He's telling me, and he knows how to build him. He doesn't build the full AP full health build that most Mordekaisers choose to go for. He builds Rylai's into Tabbies into Leandri's, and then he builds full tank, and it's so strong late game. Like there's almost nothing you can do against Mordekaiser.
Emily just getting caught out again. Something we talk about this new TSM bot lane. They just don't play together, and Jin's gonna die.
I don't know the synergy. Jin's just gonna have to back up here, force getting dove. Like I said, on the flip side of that, Mordekaiser pushing down the opposite way.
Why would Jack step up? He literally was almost died for it. Ooh. Emily with some VM saying, I know your lane's done for.
Mordekaiser looking onto the poke for guilty sparks here.
Darkness goes down as they do trade kills. Pepper does pick it up. He may overstay, but he's gonna walk away. Trade 1-for-1 under tower as the Mordekaiser keeps demolishing top lane.
And we are seeing the Mordekaiser trying to look for something, anything in the top lane. I do believe this is the right move by Sergeant T1 taking the tower, but they should also be collapsing onto this Mordekaiser. He has a 700 gold bounty. That would be huge to give to their
Can this
ADC
Mordekaiser
here.
fight them? He has his
It looks
R
like
up.
this Mordekaiser wants to fight. He is going to R this Lucian. Yeah, definitely not to play on Lucian's part. Going after this Mordekaiser here. Lucian should have definitely seen that Mordekaiser R.
Emily with a double bubble! Gonna help this Mordekaiser out as he's gonna barely live, cleaning up these 2 more kills. And where the fuck did all that health come from?
Yeah, so Mordekaiser here actually
How does he get health back?
So Mordekaiser runs Domination second, and he runs both the lifesteal ones.
Okay.
And a fed Mordekaiser can actually pull back so much health with just his W and those 2 things alone, and he has Conquer running, which he was able to proc in that fight, and he hit both of them with his Q, which procced all that health coming back at the same time on his W.
Okay. So that
Yeah,
was
so-
a big boy amount of health coming back as Emily landing every
Jax
fucking
just gonna go ahead
bubble
and
she
in
throws.
here. Not sure what Jax was thinking jumping into their team like that. Lucian throwing out his ult, just trying to push them off the tower here.
Why
Stepping
wouldn't
up,
Ramus
falls back.
just click W and tank it all instead of rolling and tanking it? I don't get it, but Emily caught out, gonna go down.
Here, Mordekaiser just gonna leave her to die. Doesn't
Probably
really
the
wanna
best
give up
call.
The lead he has.
He
Yeah, I
has
agreed.
so much gold for a dead man's plate, picking up some extra cloth armors. He is a raid boss. I think at this point, you just play through this raid boss front to back. Let Fizz nuke someone on the
Mordekaiser
back
already
line.
hitting 10,500 gold all on his own. That's almost a quarter. That's over a quarter of the team's gold. Almost 1/3 of it coming straight from Mordekaiser. And you can see it. He's 9-0-3. He's 30 CS over his laner. Like, who's in Aurelia? Like, you just gotta shut down this Mordekaiser. You gotta do it now if you want like any chance of winning this game.
So I think
Again, like you talked about, real quick, like you talked about, a big buy in this game for the side of SGT would be Wit's End. Like, you need to get that item.
now are either players like I wouldn't say comp, but do you think they understand how strong Wit's End is? The item.
I really don't, because honestly, that's something that Aurelia, that's something that Jax, they should all be like rushing out. We're gonna see it.
Emily, another bubble shutting him down, taking the shutdown gold like a troll.
Yeah, not sure what that was from the support. Probably should have given that up to literally anyone else there.
But as we were saying, I'm not sure you're a big Darius player. Then you play like Urgot and Mordekaiser, so you probably don't build a lot of Wit's Ends.
No, I really don't.
But when you play against Irelias or Jaxes, when you're playing something like Mordekaiser, do they
I
typically
do
go
play
Wit's
some
End?
Jax though. Yes, that definitely. Especially if they have 2 or more AP on their team. I do play Jax. If they have 2 or more AP on their team, Wits End is definitely a worthy buy.
Oh! Lucian pulled over the wall and forced a flash, and then Fizz is... Oh. Kind of
He's just
smart
gonna
not
jump
to
away to
chase.
safety.
They
Yeah,
already
very
got his
smart. They
flash.
didn't want to give up that kill. You had Silas just over the wall. That could have been in by Fizz if he chose to go in.
Are
Very
they going
smart play from
Baron? They
Darkness.
could... I think they could
They
pressure
definitely
something.
could. They could definitely jump out
Emily!
with the wall.
Another bubble on this Lucian with no flash. Brahm's gonna get stunned down and locked up trying to save him as the shark comes out, and Lucian's gonna fall due to his... Oh, Darkness is gonna get caught.
Oh, but Echoologist is here to clean up, and that is the top mid laner we know, capitalizing on that over extend by Fizz. He's not done though. He's gonna steal that ult from Emily. Like I said, very big ult for him to steal utility wise, and they're gonna pick up what is that? A 2-for-1 on the side of SGT. Direwolf catching out Guilty Sparks here again in his own. That's just going to be another free kill going to his side. Ramis catches Alpha Moon in the jungle. It doesn't look like he's going to engage here though. Braum definitely looking for something. Yeah, so what does SGT do to come back from this?
Man, I feel like Jax is starting to lose his lead. Lucian is starting to lose his lead. At this point, I feel like it's really hard. You want to say focus the Mordekaiser, but if you focus that tank, you're gonna get punished. Like the backline, the Fizz, the Jhin, like if you're focusing him, the Nami bubbles are gonna come in. The Rammus is gonna come flying in, flanking you. Like yes, he's not gonna nuke you, but he's not gonna let you punch his fed tank for nothing. You know, he's gonna come and take some of that damage himself.
Yeah, it's
so
definitely.
I feel like it's hard for them because even when this Mordekaiser gets in trouble, he just brings someone into the Shadow Realm and says, "Now we're gonna fight. I'm gonna stall my life and heal up a bit against you."
Now, to caveat what you said, no, I don't think they understand how strong Woodsend would be here for them, especially the Aurelia. She chooses to go Spectre's Cow, probably going to build it into like a Visage or something. I don't know about that buy. I definitely would have built something more offensive and tanky hybrid like Woodsend. Like that would have been a real smart buy on her part, especially to sack that passive. Jax, I'm not sure what he's going for right now. I think he's going for...
Yeah, this Irelia unfortunately just does 0 damage. Definitely...
might actually be going for a cleaver right now. Not too
sure.
This
is going to be a team fight as this Mordekaiser is going to run Jax down. He can't do nothing.
Straight into under turn. He does not give up.
Oh, wait, he's taking a lot of damage. He might go down the tower, and he heals up, and this Jhin is just blasting away. And this could be troublesome. This could be an inhibitor. 25 minutes in the game. Mordekaiser is going to get Borg passive, and he's going to get the Lucian dash. But can Jhin catch him? Wait, he got stunned? Hitbox?
Say again?
Did you see that Jhin W hitbox?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
That looks like he got... I don't know, maybe it's a spectator like bug, but that W completely missed on my screen. Anyways, Emily pushing this tower, gonna take one last tower before rotating over to Baron with her team. Ram is pinging, he doesn't have smite, as they decide not to risk the Baron and
pretty
wait
smart
until they're
move
ready.
here. Like, you gotta lead like this. All you gotta do is play it slow, push waves, and ride it out. Like, at this point, there's really not much they can do. Like I said, you got Direwolf, one of the best players on their team, definitely a 1v9 kind of player. He's ahead. Fizz caught back up. Fizz is ahead. Correction, Jhin caught back up. Jin's ahead now. Like, you just don't want to throw this lead, man. This game's too easy for TSM. All they got to do is
now,
slowly.
For all the stuff I'm hearing about Direwolf being a solo queue player, he has been the talk of this team. He's playing Mordekaiser. He got a lead in lane. He instantly groups and gives his team some help.
I agree. Especially when he... So the thing about him being a solo queue player is he does it well enough to where it works. Like, he does it well enough to where he still finds time to group with his team to win these fights. He'll rotate over if he sees a play he can make. And when it comes down to it, he's just straight up so
Now,
good at 1v9. He
something
knows
that
how to prioritize targets. He knows when to switch to someone else. Like,
they are fucking shredding Baron.
yeah, they got those 2 mountains on their side. Pretty good pickup for them because they were just able to take that Baron down in like no time.
Something you could say, Direwolf, he, like, same thing that happened with Mo, in my opinion. Mo came into this league being a quote-unquote solo queue player, and just in a team environment, he thrived, he did really well, he was able to 1v9, and he was able to take his lead and force it with the team, and I feel like we're seeing a lot from Direwolf, so I think you
agree.
have the same kind of player, and the double bubble lands again!
The double
As
he's
they're-
gonna follow it up.
Oh, he's gonna
but
get
the
away and
title is
live!
gonna get caught by Braum, who answers with an ult of his own. We see Alpha the stun, don't catch anything.
Again,
Yeah, but-
Ecologist split pushing again. Kind of
Oh,
troll.
Jin's gonna go with the flash and get the. Oh my goodness, absolutely pops Lucian. Very iffy flash by him, but it pays off, and he does pick up the kill and puts that boy on a cooldown timer.
Now,
on a
I
dead
think
timer,
Emily
correction.
landed like 5 double bubbles this game alone. Holy shit.
Yeah, we are gonna see the Mordekaiser diving the Aurelia here. Aurelia's gonna go ahead. Well, but Jin's here to help him. Doesn't look like Aurelia is gonna be able to get away here, especially with the Rylai's. And she's just gonna fall to Mordekaiser there.
There's a 1v1
Another
going bot side. The AP mid
Yeah,
laner
it
cannot
doesn't
fight the
look
full armor
like-
Rammus. The AP mid laner goes down to the full armor Rammus. Echo just way too far behind to play this game out.
Yep, and it does look like they're gonna go ahead and end the game here. They have the dead timers. They have the bear minions. Like
They
this
are
game looks
breaking
like it's
the
about
pace,
over.
and this could be SGT's first loss as we are getting TSM chants in the chat.
They're gonna go ahead and
They
dive.
are breaking the pace
Direwolf
down.
goes to Jax.
Alpha
Powers
Mo
it down.
going
Jax is gonna
down.
go down. They're
Emily
attacking the
landed
next
bubbles. And the support
Everyone's
going
down.
down.
There's no one to stop
And
them.
that is
SGT
the
leads.
game. The
SGT
upset
leads.
TSM with a 28-minute win with the Mordekaiser just popping off. Direwolf being the player all 3 games in a row that
Without
they
a
needed.
doubt. Without a doubt, Direwolf is the
Guilty
series
Spark
MVP.
08-0, just completely worthless to Direwolf's
Exactly
Mordekaiser.
playing to what they looked them up. They knew Guilty Sparks had no answer to Direwolf's guys. Direwolf knew what he had to do the entire game. He was where he had to be. He was there to make the kills. He was there to make the plays. He just absolutely crushed this game. Played Mordekaiser to his absolute finest. And yeah, something I want to point out that we didn't really talk about in the game. Unlike most players who will run TP, Direwolf runs Ghost on Mordekaiser every game he plays him. Because most players are taking TP in a 5v5 environment because that's just something you do. But Direwolf said, "Hey, I can win this dude. I don't think
I want to
I don't
bring up
think he can beat me. I can get ahead. This is gonna be my game. I'm gonna take Ghost and I'm just gonna crush team fights." And his
Direwolf
team
doubled
said,
number of
"Okay."
damage.
His team trusted him to make that play, not have the TP and still be at the team fights, and he was, and he played that perfectly. Definitely deserving of the win.
Now, there's not much more than we could say. Direwolf just being a complete monster, terrorizing Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3.
Definitely gonna bring him in here for an interview.
I definitely think he deserves it. Let's bring him in here right now. Direwolf, congratulations!
The man
You
of the
guys
hour.
took down the fucking king in SGT, giving them their first loss in a quote-unquote solo queue performance, 1v9, 3 games in a row. What more do you have to say?
That's all I gotta say. You know?
Well said, man. Well said. Amazing game on Mordekaiser. Absolutely played the champ to his fullest. You knew where you had to be. You knew what you had to do all game. You were there to crush team fights when you had to be. You were there to push top when you had to be. You just played that absolutely perfectly. What are your thoughts on that game, man? Like that was just a spectacular game.
Yo, I feel like they were just sleeping on that. Like they ban out the Darius, they ban the Garen, they take the Jax away, then like they don't understand my pool, you know? They aren't looking into my match history, they're just looking, oh, this is your highest mastery, I'm gonna ban that. They don't see that I've been playing a lot of Mordekaiser and you know, just because he's new, I don't have as many points on him. And they just didn't-
100%.
they didn't
I
know.
talked about that. I said, Direwolf's been practicing this champ a lot. probably not the best to let him get him. I talked about how we talked earlier in the game, and you said, "Yeah, I know I can beat this guy, and he won't have an answer to my Mordekaiser." That was your reason for first picking him. And I said, I was talking about how you just played that matchup exactly how you want to play it and played it to its perfection, man. That was just so well. They couldn't ban you out. They tried. They tried a lot, but I mean that was just such a great game, man. Uh, yeah, like I really have nothing else for you. Like that was just a spectacular game on Mordekaiser. You carried
Congratulations.
that game.
All 3 games were spectacular. Don't just think it was just the Mordekaiser game. Game 1, 1v9. You guys just quite couldn't do it. Game 2, you started off with 1v9. Your team caught up. You guys are just able to win out in a 52-minute game. And then game 3, that Mordekaiser. The Jax was like 6-0. I've never seen a Fed Jax get shut down faster in my life until he walked up
Ever.
to you and you just
Oh
clicked
yeah,
R.
I was 3
You had
levels
no
up on
fear
him.
either.
Yeah,
You had
3
no.
levels up on
You
him.
told him!
Every team
You
fight.
told the Fed Jax and said, fuck you, I'm gonna shit on you.
Yeah,
Under
and
his
look
own
at my
tower.
build. I had so much
Every
armor. I
fight.
had like 230 armor or something. I just go up
So
to him
Direwolf, do
and
you
can't do
think
it, nothing.
teams can ban you out? People are banning out your Garen and your Darius, and it just seems like no matter what they ban out, you pick Jax, you pick Mordekaiser, and you just
Oh no, I've got many more excitement to come, you know. If they ban Mordekaiser, Jax, Darius, Garen, I'm still good, you know. Still got something for him.
Direwolf, definitely someone to look out for in your games. Don't even bother banning him out. Just play around it and hope you can shut him down before it pops off. Well, yeah, great series, man. Great games. You popped off in each and every one of them. Yeah, man, that was just. What do you have to say to SGT? I heard you guys were telling me earlier they'd been talking a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, they
The
thought
match
they were
finally
gonna
happened.
just walk all over us. They said free SM like 5 times before the game even started. You know, they didn't know with our roster changes. They didn't understand that we're a different team now. They think that we're just gonna be a free game for them.
Yeah, spectacular game, man. We're gonna go ahead and send you back to your team. Congratulations on taking down the 5-0 Titans, handing them their first series loss. I bet it feels great for you guys, especially after all that shit they talked. So congratulations, man.
Yeah, thanks.
congratulations, Direwolf, again. You deserved MVP. You deserve that win with how you played. Go enjoy your second win with your team as TSM. This looks like their roster that's turning around. You guys are looking great, and you guys just proved yourselves by taking down the Titans, as Decimus was saying. Congratulations, and enjoy your team comms.
Thanks.
And that's gonna be
Well,
it for tonight. This is gonna be a long one. We had a 30-minute pause. I'm
had
just
an
gonna kind of
hour-long
end this
game.
one out. Hour-long game. So I'm gonna end this one out. Uploading it's
Yep.
gonna take like 3 hours. So again,
Thanks everyone for
congratulations to
sticking
both
through all
teams.
the way. If you did, definitely got to thank the viewers for sticking through that whole thing. If y'all did, that was a long, that was a real long.